Hello, good evening. My name is Richard. This is Over and Over and Over Again. This is Matchday Live. This is Arsenal versus Valerenga from the Champions League. Massive game, the start of a new era, the era after Jonas. What is going to change? We'll soon find out. Come with us. Let's enjoy the game. So it is Arsenal versus Valerenga, the Norwegian side in the Champions League group stage. Can Arsenal women, of course, bounce back from that terrible defeat in Bayern Munich last week? Of course, there's been some changes in the club since then, as we well know. Of course, we did speak about it last night. The manager, Jonas, has resigned. So it is Rene Selders taking charge of the team tonight. Now, what is the team lineup? That is what we've all been waiting for. And this is how Arsenal line up tonight. And so in goal, it is Daphne Van Domselaar, back four, Emily Fox, Leah Cadena, Leah Williamson, Katie McCabe. In midfield, captain Kim Little, Leah Volti, Mariona Caldente. And then the front three, Beth Mead, Leslie Russo, and Caitlin Falls. So only one change to the starting lineup from the team that lost to Chelsea at the weekend. That is Leah Cadena's coming in for Lotta Woobenmoy, who's not even in the squad. So we would assume that she is probably injured, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, on the bench then for Arsenal, the goalkeepers, Manu Zinsberger, Naomi Williams, there's Steph Catley, Katie Reid, Kyra Cooney-Cross, Katarina Cole, Frida Marnham, Rosa Kabaji, Lena Hurtig's back in the squad following a lot of injury issues, Freya Godfrey, Vivian Leah, and of course, Stina Black-Stenius. So a new manager, but not too much change in terms of the lineup there. What do we make of that then? Was we expecting more changes to the team tonight? I probably wasn't, actually, because as we know, Rene has been working very closely with Jonas anyway over the last year or so. So I wasn't expecting her to suddenly come in and make 6 or 7 changes to the team or the formation or the tactics. Jonas would have been preparing for this game anyway, and I think that she's just carried on with that. Whether we'll see some more changes possibly at the weekend for the game against West Ham, we'll have to see. Obviously, Rene's got a little bit more time after this game with the team to prepare for that game at the weekend. But I don't know. I'm not expecting too many changes while Rene's in charge, actually, which will probably be these next 2 games. And I think after the international break, I think Arsenal will get the new coach in, whoever that happens to be. We shall wait and see and find out. We've got quite a lot of comments in already. Rajendra's here. He says, last year opening game versus Liverpool at Emirates, I was watching the pre-game training. The Liverpool players were training, heading the ball. The Liverpool manager knew something about our weaknesses. Yeah, maybe that's true. Rajendra says, yeah, we have lost a lot of games where we could not cope with headers in defence. The last 3 goals versus Bayern, all headers. And, of course, there was a goal against Chelsea from balls into the box. More than headers, it's just balls into the box, isn't it? I think that's the issue. Rajendra says, I'll be at the Emirates for this game. I hope to see a much better game. Well, we all hope to see a much better game, don't we? I'm sure we will. Jonas says, one other weakness also is the midfield cross ball to their attackers. We've fallen foul of that many times and we didn't play that tactic ourselves. We don't play it. Yeah, you're right. Jonas says, things to ponder as these lead to defeats. Also, no penetration in our attacks. Balling from wide is not chosen to pass to our players. Well, I just don't think we get enough players in the box, generally. That's my opinion. When we're attacking, we seem reluctant to commit too many bodies into the box. But let's see if anything changes tonight. Greg says, evening, Richard, everyone. Let's hope for better tactics tonight. I don't think there'll be too much change in the tactics, if I'm honest. Rene's been working alongside Jonas anyway, not just over the last year at Arsenal, but prior to that as well. So I'm not expecting too much. Anna says, is it on TV? I think it might be on TNT. I'm not 100% certain. And says, evening, everybody. Good lineup. That is a good lineup. Not much different, really. And so it's on DAZN YouTube. And it says that we can't afford to lose. No, we can't. We can't even really afford to draw. We have to win. I think that's basically where we are. LG says that's a Jonas-esque lineup, which signals to me we really need a new manager. Well, we're going to be getting a new manager, aren't we? Rene's only in temporary charge, isn't she? So we are getting a new manager. And I mean, I said it earlier on today. you know, she's worked so closely with Jonas. She was never going to come in and make loads of different changes to the team or the tactics. The team's already prepared for this game before Jonas left. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting anything other than what we've got. I'm expecting us to play very similar tactics, very similar style to what we've been doing under Jonas, and we won't see any real changes, will we, until we do get a new manager in, which I think will come during the international break. But we shall see. Royston says it's always sad when a manager leaves a club unexpectedly, but the players always escape responsibility, accountability. Yeah, as it was their performances that preceded the management's change. Actually, I totally agree with you. I mean, I said this last night that, you know, the players need to take a look at themselves, a real hard look at themselves. You know, they've not performed anywhere near what they can do. And yes, you know, it's easy to blame the manager when his tactics wrong, this, that, and the other. But the players are on the pitch. Their job is to carry out the manager's tactics. That's what their job is. Whether they agree with them or not, whether they like them or not, is irrelevant. The manager is there to set the team up, to set the tactics up, and it's the players' job to go out and execute that. And they wasn't able to do that. And I agree. I think the players need to really take some responsibility, and lots of responsibility for what's happened. And it could well be that a high group of players in this squad didn't fancy Jonas, didn't want to work with him. And maybe they've kind of forced that change. Maybe they forced it with their performances. We'll never know. The only way we're really going to see is if suddenly their performances change in the next few games. I don't think we're going to learn too much tonight or on Sunday, particularly. Sunday maybe a little bit more because Renee's got a little bit more time to maybe put some of her ideas across. I don't think she's at any time today because she only found out on Monday, probably only had one training session with the team. So you can't expect too many changes. She's not going to be able to implement, but obviously between now and Saturday there'll be another couple of training sessions. Again, we're not going to see loads of difference, are we? Let's be honest, it's going to be very similar again. So we're not really going to see any proper changes until such a time as we get a actual new permanent manager in, which hopefully won't be that much longer to wait, will it? Nick Neck says, hi, Rachel, in the chat. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Ange says, Jonas was forced out. Yeah, he was. Of course he was forced out. He was forced out because the players wouldn't play for him. And the players need to take responsibility for that, absolutely. But anyway, they won't because they're still here and he's gone. Greg says, surprised Kim is starting. She hasn't looked quick enough in the last few games. No, she hasn't. Absolutely not. And I just think what Renee's done is she's come in. She doesn't want to cause too much disruption to the team and the lineup and how things are. So she's basically gone with the same team that's been playing. And I don't blame her for that. I'm not surprised. Should there have been more changes to the lineup? Yeah, I don't think we played badly against Chelsea, actually. Let's be honest. Over the course of 90 minutes, we actually played okay. We could easily have we probably deserved a result of some description in that game. Did we deserve to win? No, probably not. Did we deserve to lose? No, probably not. But that's football, isn't it? LG says the difference between Joe and Jonas is that Joe had a small squad to work with, minor tweaks, and he knew his best 11, and Jonas was given a really big squad, which caused poor squad management. Well, I think it's partly Jonas wanted a bigger squad to work with, and Joe didn't. He made that quite clear. He was quite happy to have a small squad, and I think that what maybe influenced it a little bit more was all those injuries that we had in 2022, 2023, where the squad was stretched to the limits and we maybe didn't have enough players for that particular set of circumstances. And maybe the club and Jonas thought we need to get more bodies in. And that's what we did. And yes, it's difficult to manage a big squad. I've always said that. You're better off having a smaller group of players. But the problem with that is with the number of games now, the intensity in the games, it's going to lead to injuries and you're going to be losing players. And then what do you do? So it's a balance, isn't it? It's a tough balance to get right. And unfortunately, Jonas couldn't quite managed to get it right, could he? He couldn't get that balance right, and in the end, the results suffered. And here we are. Royston says, director of football needed for the women's team. The quality of football being shown by Chelsea, Man City is leaving us behind. I don't necessarily think it is. I mean, I think the 3 seasons, the 3 seasons under Jonas, I don't think Chelsea and Man City have left us behind. We're in there with them. They've just managed to finish above us in the table by a few points here and there. It's not a massive difference. There hasn't been a massive difference. So we're not far behind, are we? So it's not like, suddenly, we suddenly got a panic and we're miles off, and we're not miles off them at all. A few tweaks here and there to the tactics, maybe in the lineup, and some better substitutions at different times might make the difference. And I don't think we're far away at all. Nick Nack says, gives the players a chance to redeem themselves, as it were. Well, yeah, some of the players, to me, and I'm not going to name names because I don't think that's fair, but some of the players to me don't really deserve the opportunity to redeem themselves. I don't think. They maybe shouldn't be here because of what's happened. But, players always get away with it, don't they? Because it's more difficult to get rid of players with the contracts that they're on. It's easier to get rid of one person, a manager, than it is to get rid of 4, 5, 6 players. It's much more difficult to do it, isn't it? Especially when there's no transfer window on. You'd have to basically just cancel their contracts, pay them off. And that doesn't happen, does it? So the players get away with a lot. I don't just mean our players in this team, players in general do. The manager takes a flack. And unfortunately, Jonas has paid the price. But yeah, the players need to redeem themselves. Of course they do. With the fans more than anything now, the players need to go out and show that what they were producing over the last 3 or 4 games this season isn't good enough. And the only way that that they're going to be able to show that it's not good enough is by playing better for the next few games. And let's see what happens. I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed that, that Rene hasn't gone with Stina and Leslie. Maybe that might come later on again, but I say this would have been the team that Jonas probably had lined up for this game anyway, and she's just gone with it and kept it as it was, which is probably fair enough. But let's see. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? It's going to be an interesting game. Now, what do we know about Valerenga? We don't know too much about them. They did only lose 1-0 to Juventus last game out last week, and that was a late goal, and it was at home. And they are virtually going to win the Norwegian league yet again. I think they're 9 points clear. And bearing in mind, we struggled to beat Rosenborg, and this is a better team than Rosenborg. So, on that basis, it's not going to be an easy game. But, we played at Meadow Park against Rosenborg on a smaller pitch. I think on the bigger pitch at the Emirates, I do think we'll win, but I don't think it's going to be an easy game. Let's make no mistake about it. They'll be a decent team. They'll be organised. They're pretty much full of Scandinavians. We know what Scandinavians are like. They're tough competitors. And of course, the Norwegian national team has always done well. So they're not going to be a pushover. So let's not start thinking of 4, 5, 6-0 wins or anything like that. We need to win the game, and let's get the game won. We're going to have to work hard. We're going to have to play well. I think they're going to be a threat from corners and set pieces. And yeah, we're going to have to defend a lot better than we have done in recent games from set pieces and balls into the box. Because if we don't, we're going to be in trouble. LG says, I feel Jonas has a good tactical brain and he clearly is passionate about the game. I think he can make a good analyst or an elite assistant manager. I don't think his role is as a front man of a big club. Well, maybe not. It's difficult to say. He's had one go at it at Arsenal. It hasn't worked out. What's going to happen with him next, we'll have to wait and see. And I wish him well, whatever he does. If he takes a job as a manager, if he's a coach, if he's an assistant, whatever he is, I hope he has a good career the rest of his career. I hope he enjoys success. And yeah, it's just a shame it never quite happened for him. Nick Nack says Norway was second best team in the rankings 20 years ago. Have dropped to 16th now. Yeah, obviously they're not as good as they were, but they've always produced good footballers, haven't they, Norway? So I'm not expecting anything other than a tough game tonight. As always, it's Champions League. You're never going to get an easy game in Champions League, are you? Not the way it is now. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Greg says the only change really is she's kept DVD in goal, whereas Jonas would probably have put Zins in. I'm not sure if he would have after last week's disaster from Zinsberg. I really don't think he would have done that. I think Van Domselaar was always in line to start this game. That's what I believe. But anyway, let's see. Roland Dubert says, why do you think Kelly Smith, an Arsenal legend, wasn't given the opportunity to take charge of the team? Is this another situation where English managers are set aside for the foreigners? See, I'm not sure. I would say that maybe it's because she lacks that experience of managing a top club, which we've just mentioned. We need to get someone who's got the experience of winning in women's football. I said this on last night's show. I want the best women's manager we can possibly get. And Kelly Smith hasn't got, she's an Arsenal legend and she's a coach at the club now. But is she going to be able to be a top manager? I don't know. I don't think we can take a risk now with someone who may or may not end up being a good manager. Account YouTube says today Caldenti in the wing on midfield. It looks like she's going to be in that number 10 position again, centrally, just behind the striker. Let's see how that works out. And says Kelly is my original player, but not ready or good enough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. LG says Jonas was very good tactically against the big teams, but struggled to set culture, foundation, and style of play, which is why we struggled against the smaller teams. Joe was the complete opposite. Yeah, I think you're right. And that's pretty much sums it up. And you can tell that by the results. You know, Joe often would thrash the lesser teams 6-7-0. Yes, they wasn't quite as good then. Whereas he struggled in the big games, didn't he? And obviously Jonas has been done really well against the big games, but yes, has often struggled in the smaller games. So yeah, there's something in that. What are those? What are the 4 reasons? I guess we never know exactly why that was the way it was. But yeah, Joe obviously had his way of playing. Jonas had his way, and they both had success. Obviously, Joe won the WSL, so you have to say his success was greater. But I mean, in 3 seasons, I don't think Jonas can hold his head up and say he gave it his best shot. He won us 2 trophies, beat Chelsea in 2 cup finals. Not many teams do that, do they? Greg says Kelly's not doing great as the striker coach at the moment. Well, no, obviously not, because the strikers aren't really doing particularly well, are they? Not scoring many goals. Is that just down to her? I'm not sure. Now, has anyone else got the DAZN YouTube channel on? They're showing highlights of last week's games and not showing this game when it's gone 8 o'clock. Is there any reason for that? Do we know what's going on? Or DAZN not actually showing the game live? They said they were, but they're suddenly showing a lot of highlights, which is a bit annoying, isn't it? From last week. We don't care about last week. What is going on? Are we actually going to show the game? This is the problem that we've got, right? The coverage of women's football on the TV and on YouTube and everywhere else is absolutely shocking. It's just ridiculous. It's just crap, honestly. They need to sort it out. It's all very well saying, oh, you know, yeah, we're gonna do the best thing here. Nick Neck says watching on TNT. Well, see, I didn't want to watch it on TNT. I want to watch it on YouTube, and now YouTube aren't showing it yet. It's ridiculous. Come on, DAZN, sort your shit out. Come on, what are you doing? What are they doing? Are they not even showing it? Are they not actually showing it? If they're not showing it, I'll have to get my other TV out. They're not showing it, are they? They're not actually showing it. What on earth are you doing? Right, okay. I'm gonna have to change my telly over. I'm sorry. It's just, and I didn't want to watch it on the other channel because it's bloody shite. But they're leaving me no choice. They are leaving me no choice. So I'm going to have to get rid of that screen, and I'm going to have to get my other TV set up, which I had set up earlier. And then someone said, "Oh, it's on DAZN." Well, it's fucking not on DAZN. Right, give me 2 seconds. I'll get this set up, and then we'll get going because that is annoyed me. So been off DAZN because they're no good. We are going to enjoy it now when I can finally get me TV to work. After all of that nonsense. Christ, what a faff on that was, wasn't it, eh? They said they were showing the game and then they decided they haven't scored the game. Anyway, we will get there very shortly, so do not worry. They should have said that, shouldn't they, 10 minutes ago? I would have just put this telly on then rather than naffing around. Anyway, we will get there, so do not worry. We will get there. Apparently we've scored, which is nice, isn't it? Miss Pinksock says DAZN shows the game. Well, they're not showing the game, are they? They're not showing it. They're not showing the game. I don't know what they're doing. They're not showing it. What channel on TNT is it on? Anyone know what channel on TNT it's on? I'm watching on the DAZN TV app. Oh, right, the TV app. Well, I haven't got a TV app. I was watching it on YouTube. Anyway, we don't need to worry, do we? Because I'm going to get it on here in a minute, so don't worry about it. We will be fine. Right, let's get it on. What channel on TNT is it? Is it just a normal TNT Sports 1? Oh, Emerson says TNT 1. Oh, right. Okay. We should just go with it. Why didn't we just go with it in the first place? Why didn't we just do that? You know, what are we doing with our life here? Come on. What are we doing? So TNT 1. Let's get it on. All that fat. Yeah, we've got it on. Yay, we found it finally. So thanks, DAZN, for being completely and utterly useless. It is 1-0 to Arsenal. We've scored after about 2 minutes at the Emirates. We are in red and white, and we are attacking the goal to our right, which is the clock end. And we believe it's Emily Fox who scored although someone had said Russo in the chat, but then people were saying Foxy has scored. So there you go. LG says that impressive 2022-2023 Champions League run was much more impressive than the 2 Conti Cups. To me, that is his best moment as manager of Arsenal. I look back at that run more fondly than the... Yeah, no, I agree. We all enjoyed that, didn't we? But unfortunately, you know, it's the way it is. Anyway, Valerenga are all in blue and they're trying to come forward. But that's the perfect start, isn't it? I mean, if you've just come in charge and you're not a new manager, but you've just taken charge of the team and you set your team up and they score after a minute. Wow, what a start that is. And Emily Fox as well, who's been dying to get her first goal. Anyway, definitely Van Domselaar plays up that far side. It's flicked on now. Russo will get this ball over on the far side. She's got a good run on here. Is anybody in the box? Beth Mead is making a run into the box now. There's some Valerenga fans in that corner actually making quite a lot of noise. Bongo Guna says, come on, you Gunners, indeed. Miss Pinksel says, not Russo, my mistake. No, that's fine. Nick Nack says, can you at least let us know what minute you're on? I'm on 5 minutes. I am on 5 minutes. I don't know whether that's fair enough or what we are doing. I don't know. But we've managed to find some coverage, which is the main thing, because I don't know what Daz and YouTube idiots were doing. But anyway, we'll forget about them because we don't have to worry about them now, do we? Because we've got the game, we're happy, and we're 1-0 up. So actually, I forgot. I have to put this. I have to change the score. I do apologise. I'm going to change the score, and also as well because we wasn't here at the time, we didn't get it. We'll do it now. One up to the Arsenal is what it is indeed. Emerson says they brought over 61 fans from Norway, did they? Wow, 61 of them, brilliant. Did they come with a team on the team flight, did they? That would be good, wouldn't it? Anyway, Valerenga coming forward now, playing some neat and tidy football on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. They're all in blue. They look very like Chelsea, don't they? Their kit. It's almost like a repeat of the game at the weekend. Only this time it's us with the early goal. There's a lot of empty seats at the stadium tonight. In fact, I don't think half the stadium's even open. The header comes in onto the top of the crossbar. Again, we can't defend a cross into the box. And it was a header at the far post there from, I think it was the Icelandic Herendasdottir. Of course, it was an Icelandic who scored against us last week from a similar position, but that one looped onto the top of the crossbar. There's not going to be much of a crowd in tonight at the Emirates. It almost makes you think, why didn't they play this one at Meadow Park? But anyway, we're going to have these problems all season, aren't we? LG says, at the end of the day, it was the right time for him to move on. There is no point in keeping a dead man walking, which he already was. Yeah, he was probably going to get the sack, I agree, at some point or other. But I don't know. Luckily, he's made that decision himself, so it saves us some money. Bongo Guna says, I think I wasn't live when you were switching around your things. No, I had to get the right, well, because Daz and YouTube channel let me down. Anyway, Russo now plays the ball up this near side. Beth Mead's got a little bit of space. Was she offside? The cross comes in. It's going to be a goal, is it? No, it's come to the far post. And Arsenal still piling on the pressure, and the cross comes in again, and nobody's there to turn it into the net. And Beth Mead wins it back. Already she's looking a little bit more like her old self. I wonder if that's significant. Anyway, Emily Fox, who did score the goal over on this near side, plays it back to Leah Cadena. Now it's with Leah Williamson. Gives it back to Leah Cadena again. And Arsenal coming forward over on that far side. This is nice football from Arsenal. Mariona Caldente exchanges passes there with Katie McCabe. She's got it back again. Plays it in to midfield. Leah Volti finds Kimberly a little bit of space. Kimberly threads the ball through. Is that offside? It's a goal, but I think it is offside. It was Leslie Russo finished that off. And the flag was up, and even the lineswoman there seemed to enjoy that. It did look offside. It was nice football actually from Arsenal there. It was Leah Volti found Kimberly a little bit of space, and yeah, Russo was miles offside, but it was a good finish. LG says, I was really pumped for Rene Ball and Dazan that took that away from me. Yeah, they did. I don't know what Dazan were up to anyway. Nick Nack says, great play, but well offside. It was well offside, yeah. Miles offside. So there you go. Anyway, Arsenal came close to a second goal. It's been a fast start which we needed, didn't we? We needed a fast start, let's be honest, after the problems of the last week or so. It's been such a tough time, hasn't it, for everyone connected with the club. And now we're hoping that this is going to lead to some better times, but we shall see. Anyway, Leslie Russo gets a touch on the ball there. It's played forward up this near side. Leslie Russo is in again. And she's got a little bit of space here. What's the finish like? Oh, good save, actually, by the keeper. She could have pulled that back. Beth Mead made a run into the area. And it was a good save, actually, but maybe Leslie Russo should have done a bit better there. But it's good play from Arsenal again. They've got quite a high line, haven't they? The Norwegians. The ball was played into space up this near side. Russo got into the penalty area. She could have pulled it back, went for goal, and it was a good save, actually. And you feel a second goal now would have really, really put us in control. But that's a good save, in actual fact. Little Cubby says, I didn't realise that we couldn't watch it live. They say it's free to sign up, but it's not exactly. Yeah, they're a bit cheeky, aren't they? I think they've been throwing some free games in to make you think, oh, yeah, we'll watch it on there. And then, of course, when it matters, they start charging you. So we'll never do that. You'll always get it free on here. Nick Nack says, worth a shot from there. It was worth a shot, but if you don't score, you've got to ask the question, haven't you? If you run into the box and you don't get the ball and they don't score, you're like, why didn't you pass to me? That's always the way it goes, isn't it? LG says, that walty little double pivot needs to end fast. It lacks legs. Reminds me of the Partey Jorginho one. Well, yeah, it does a little bit, yeah. I'm sure we'll see some changes when a new manager comes in. Garot says, how you doing? He says, well, this didn't work as I planned. I wanted to watch the game on YouTube as promised, but you have in my computer as a game was streaming via the cell. No game on YouTube, no sound of. But yeah, I don't know what they were doing actually. A bit cheeky. Miss Pinksock says Russo will score. She's got to score now because you said she had scored. So that way, I can put your comment up when she scores, you see, and it will look right then, won't it? So she needs to score now, just for you. Anyway, Arsenal are in possession on this near side. Katie McCabe. Is Katie McCabe playing right back? That would be strange, wouldn't it? What's she doing over there? And Emily Fox is playing left back. Wow, okay. I don't know what's happening there. But anyway, it doesn't matter, does it? Daphne Van Domselaar is all in yellow, and she's got the ball over on that far side over to our left in front of the north bank. Leah Williamson's clearance finds Beth Mead. It's a nice take on her chest and plays out to this near side. Katie McCabe gets it, plays it in field. Oh, that's a little bit of a loose ball there from Beth Mead, and Valerenga almost picked the ball up, but it rolls all the way through to Daphne Van Domselaar, all in yellow. As we said, finds Leah Williamson just inside the Arsenal penalty area, brings the ball forward, pops it in to midfield. Lovely turn from Mariona Caldente, plays the ball forward, looking for the run there of Leslie Russo, but the ball didn't quite reach her, and it's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper, Emblem for Valerenga. But their whole team is Scandinavian. They've got Norwegians, they've got some Swedes, they've got an Iceland. There you go. Kiberu says there, why can't we see Stina, Mead and Russo all on the pitch? Well, I don't know. Maybe we will at some point later on, just not at the moment. And we very rarely do, you're right. It'd be nice to see them all on, wouldn't it? But anyway, suppose you need to have some balance in your team. Matty says there, where's everyone watching the game? I can't seem to get any joy on YouTube. No, I don't think it is on YouTube. For some reason, DAZN have decided not to show it, even though they said it was a live stream. And it's caught me out, but we managed to get there in the end. It's on TNT if you've got TNT. I don't know where in the world you are. Anyway, Arsenal trying to come forward again on the edge of the box, cleared away. And Arsenal now just knocking the ball around over on that far side. I'm kind of a bit confused as to why Emily Fox is playing left back and Katie McCabe is playing right back. But anyway, we're not doing some inverted nonsense that Mikel Arteta does. Anyway, is Emily Fox coming forward and the ball's deflected wide? It is going to be a corner for Arsenal. And it's just kind of disrupted my flow there with Emily Fox popping up on the wrong side of the pitch. It's just a bit unusual, isn't it? There we go. Bongo Guna says, watching it through the mirroring of Richie's glasses. Exactly, yeah, that's what you. So I was trying to get a bit closer, shall I? Anyway, it's a corner to Arsenal over on the far side in front of those Valerenga fans. It is going to be Beth Mead with it. 13.5 minutes played. The corner comes into the 6-yard box, headed out by Valerenga. But it's going to be picked up on this near side by Leslie Russo. And Leslie Russo plays it back again to Leah Volti. Crosses deflected and Valerenga can pick the ball up. tries to come forward. They haven't had much of the ball, but they've given that away there. Well picked up by Mariona Caldente. Looks quite hungry as well. Champions League is what she's here for. She's won that a few times, and we want her to win it for us, don't we? Anyway, Leah Williamson now plays it forward to Leia Cadena, just inside the Valerenga half, plays it out to that far side. And it's with Kim Little. And the boys now back with Leah Williamson just inside the centre circle for Arsenal. Plays it up this near side for Mariona Caldente. Tries to take on opponent, but isn't able to do so. Valerenga win the ball. Now they played it back to their goalkeeper. And trying to play it out from the back there. Valerenga, it hasn't worked. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. Goalkeeper with some unusual headband situation going on. Chan says, where can I watch the match? Dazan's not hosting it. Well, it's on TNT Sports. I don't know where in the world you are. In the UK, it's on TNT Sports. But other than that, I don't really know. Anyway, Katie McCabe switched back sides again. That's good. I feel a bit happier now seeing Katie McCabe on the left and Emily Fox on the right. It was confusing me then when they switched sides. I don't know if that was intentional. But anyway, they've gone back over to their normal side now. So it's a lot more understandable. Matty says they're inverting the fullbacks is quite a bold move to make on your coaching day. But I don't know whether that was an intentional thing, but they have gone back to where they should be now. So yeah, I don't know what that was about. Was it a little experiment, or was it just one of them was over on that side of the pitch and they just stayed that way? Or is it going to be a thing that we do regularly, keep switching them? Who knows? Bongo Guna says, can we name links where people could maybe stream it? Well, I only know it's on TNT Sports. That's all I know. I don't know any other streams. But stay with us here anyway. You know, I need the views. They don't. So just stay here and watch it with me. Anyway, there's a free kick to Arsenal. Beth Mead has just been fouled. We've taken that free kick quickly, and Leah Volti plays the ball out to that far side. Now it is with Caitlin Ford. Great goal she scored, of course, at the weekend, as we know. Caitlin Ford tries to take on the defender there, but she had the ball taken off her by the captain, Thompson. That's a good run there from the Valerenga captain over on that far side. She's done really, really well. She needs some support now. She's got it through the middle, but Leah Williamson cuts that ball out. Lovely stuff from the Lionesses. Captain, of course, the new Lionesses squad was named as well this week, wasn't it? Lots going on in the world of football at the moment. And obviously, Leah Williamson was included in that squad, as of course was Beth Mead, Lotta Rubenmoy as well, Leslie Russo. We've got quite a big presence in that Lionesses squad, haven't we, for this international break that's coming up. Some good games to be played. Only friendlies, of course, for the time being, but of course, ahead of the Euros next summer in Switzerland, of course, which is going to be good, isn't it? Look forward to that. Anyway, Arsenal now coming forward again. That's a lovely ball through it again from Mariona, trying to get Leslie Russo in. Oh, that was a good challenge there. A fair challenge, I think it was, by Thones. Oh, in fact, it wasn't. It's a free kick. It's a yellow card. We'll take that, won't we? Matty says, I quite like the commentary, so I'll stay put and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, my friend. Good to have you on board with us. Emerson says, only in the UK or try Valerenga website, as no other countries are now showing it. Bongo Guna says, not enough. Greg says, how many likes have we got? There's over 100 people. Well, I don't know. Yeah, let's get some more likes, guys. Come on, let's get likes. Always lead to goals. That's the way it works, and always lead to Arsenal goals. So there you go. Anyway, Katie McCabe and Beth Mead are over this free kick. Have we got a chance here to make it 2-0 to Arsenal? Let's hope so. Katie McCabe looks like it might be Beth Mead to take it, though. I think Katie McCabe's just a decoy. In fact, maybe she's not. She's got her arm up, so maybe Katie McCabe is going to take this. Maybe whip it in with her left foot. You just want to chip that towards the edge of the 6-yard box. She does. She's overhit it straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. You just need to take a little bit off that, don't you? So it goes towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Make the keeper commit herself, but not get there. And then, you know, we might have a chance to just knock it into the net. But that didn't quite work out, did it? And the goalkeeper's come and got that. And now she's going to kick the ball. Good save she made from Leslie Russo about 5 minutes ago that could have made a big difference to this game at 2-0. Obviously, our problem's been, hasn't it, not finishing these games off. You remember the Rosenborg game in the qualifiers? We got a reasonably early goal, didn't we? And we couldn't get a second one. And in the end, we were hanging on a little bit. And it could be the same in this game if we can't get the second goal. You know, we've struggled to kill teams off early on in games, and that's what we need to try and do now. But that wasn't a great ball there from Leah Walty, trying to get Caitlin Ford in over on that far side, and Valerenga almost played themselves into trouble, but they managed to clear the ball away, but not for very long because Arsenal picked it up again. Leah Walty played it forward to Caitlin Ford, but she came back there from an offside position. And it's going to be a free kick to the Norwegians. Bongo Guna says, did Terry resign together with Jonas, or is his absence the reason we are winning? Well, who knows? He's not here at the minute, Terry. He's probably working. He's a busy guy. I'm sure he'll pop in at some stage tonight. But no, he hasn't resigned. He was here last night when I did the show, talking about Jonas, of course. Don't forget, we are back on Friday with the proper show with all the guys. It's going to be good. That'll be at 7:45 on Friday. We're going to look back on the week, shall we say, everything that's happened this week. It's been a mad week, hasn't it? But let's hope it gets off to a good finish. If we can win this game tonight and then beat West Ham at the weekend, go into that international break, but at least a little bit more confidence to move forward, you know, because we've still got a lot to play for this season. Let's not think we haven't. We can still win the WSL. I still think we can. You know, we've drawn 2 and lost 1. If you don't think Chelsea and Man City are going to draw 2 and lose 1, then I think they will. So we need to just keep winning as many as we can and see where it takes us. But we've got 3 cup competitions, of which this is one, and we need to win this game tonight following that shocking defeat last week in Munich. And so far, so good. That's definitely Chelsea kit, isn't it? That Valerenga are wearing. Have they got some links to Chelsea? Have they? Anyway, Jess at YouTube has recommended Seb Haynes from Orlando Pride. They won the Shield with the best defence by far while playing fun attacking football. He integrated young players with younger ones. Well, yeah, but I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work in the more competitive WSL. I'd rather personally, and this is just my opinion, and you know, I would rather have a manager who's managed in the WSL before and knows what it's all about, rather than someone who hasn't and maybe has got to learn on the job. But anyway, I'll take anyone who's going to be good. Anyway, Valerenga coming forward. That was a good ball into the box actually, and Arsenal struggled to defend it. Shot comes in. Good save from Daphne Van Domselaar down to her right hand side. Push that round the post, and Valerenga are going to pose a threat in this game, and they did there. The first cross came in there, and it was half cleared away, and the shot came in for about 15 yards, 20 yards, and it was a good save actually at full stretch there from Daphne. She's such a good goalkeeper, and that was a good save. It needed to be as well, and it's out for a corner. Cornish Aguna says, at least we only borrowed the socks. They have the whole Chelsea kit. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's definitely a Chelsea kit, isn't it? I mean, I wonder if they actually have links to Chelsea. I don't know if they do or not, but they've certainly got their kit on. Anyway, it's going to be a corner to Valerenga. Their first real threat on their goal comes in towards the near post. Header comes in, but it's gone wide. And again, we don't win the header. And that was a header there from Stokken Grodo, the young forward player from Norway. Grot says, I have to leave you. I found the stream from the same channel that was going to send every WSL game on YouTube. Oh, okay. I don't know what you mean by that. Anyway, Bongo Guna says, we'll take Emma Hayes. I think it's her name. I will take Emma Hayes absolutely all day long. I will definitely take Emma Hayes. I want the best for my club, and she is the best manager in women's football at this moment in time. So yeah, I would take her. I don't think we'll get her because I don't think we can afford her, first of all. But I'd like to see us at least offer her the job, because that at least shows ambition. And I want to see this club show ambition. And you show ambition by approaching the best managers and the best players. Grot says, I can't get no sound from this old crappy comp, and I can't cast a stream from the website. See you in half time, baby. Well, no, that's fine, my friend. We'll see you soon, I'm sure. Anyway, it's a goal kick to Arsenal, or is it a free kick to Arsenal? I think it's a goal kick. And Leia Cadena is going to take it. Not sure why Daphne hasn't taken it, but anyway, it's gone along towards the centre circle. Russo touches it off. That's Caitlin Ford over on that far side. Arsenal streaming forward. This could be the chance for second goal. Katie McCabe drills it across. Almost found Beth Mead. Cleared away by Valerenga. And that was a good bit of play there, actually. and says we can do better than that. What better than the manager that's won pretty much every single trophy over the last 4 or 5 years? Won 5 WSLs in a row. Who can we do? How can we do better than that? I'm sorry, I don't see how we can. I honestly don't. I don't think anyone better out there. But let's see. Let's see what happens. It's going to be an interesting couple of weeks, isn't it? Anyway, definitely Van Domsdijk to make a good save there. And I'm glad that we signed her if it was Jonas' decision before he left, because otherwise we might not have signed her. And I'm glad that we have, because she's a fantastic goalkeeper. Anyway, Cadena plays out to the far side. And Arsenal completed 150 passes to 47 from Valerenga. And Arsenal now won a free kick as well. We're about midway through the first half. David Benson says, ambitious Arsenal board. Are they, though? Let's find out. We're going to find out how ambitious they are by who they appoint. They didn't show much ambition in the men's team, did they? When they appointed Mikel Arteta, when they could have got Tommy Tuchel, who's now manager of England. But anyway, let's see the next few weeks. It's going to be interesting, actually. It's quite exciting times, isn't it? You know, I'm still sad for Jonas, I have to say, but you know, we have to move on and we have to look ahead. And looking ahead is exciting, isn't it? To see which managers are going to come in, because this is an exciting looking team, isn't it? Mariana Caldente plays that ball up this near side, looking for Emily Fox. She couldn't quite get there. The ball's gone back to the goalkeeper. That's a mistake. It comes straight to Beth Mead. Oh, she couldn't quite get the shot away there. The goalkeeper was in no man's land, but it was a good tackle on her, actually. And they look as though they're quite well organised defensively at Valerenga. But Arsenal have had some moments in this first half, including that early goal, of course, from Emily Fox. It's now Caitlin Ford over on that far side. Arsenal's left plays it back to Katie McCabe. Now it's into Kim Little, goes on a little jinkily run. Keeps possession of the ball, finds Katie McCabe again. Plays it through to Russo. Trying to touch it off there into the path of Mariona, but it was hoofed away by one of the Valerenga defenders. Russo is looking hungry, looking lively, but she needs a goal. She's only scored 1 goal this season. That was, of course, a long time ago against Rangers in the very first game of the Champions League qualifiers. She needs a goal. There's no doubt about that. So does Stina. Hasn't scored at all this season, although she has spent most of it on the bench, and she's on the bench again tonight. Stina Blackstenius. Anyway, Cadena now did score last week, of course, in Munich. Plays the ball up that far side to Caitlin Ford. Arsenal looking dangerous again here. Katie McCabe plays it back in. It's now Caitlin Ford again, looking to try and get a cross in. Plays it square instead to Kim Little. Caitlin Ford on a nice little run there. She didn't get the ball back. Arsenal do keep possession over on that far side. And Arsenal now just knocking the ball around in very familiar fashion. Now it goes forward. This is much better. This is a chance for Arsenal, maybe. Oh, the ball played into Wolves. Oh, Russo's got it back. Now Beth Mead plays it on to Emily Fox. Is she going to get another one? Oh, it's across the goal there. Defended well by the Valerenga defence. Haven't cleared it away too well, though. Leah Volti's got the ball over on that far side. Plays it back into Mariona Caldente. Now she touches it square in. A shot comes in. Deflected wide. It's going to be a corner, is it, to Arsenal? Indeed it is. I think it was Katie McCabe's shot. Greg says, don't see our ball being ambitious. They are happy with just qualifying for Champions League. They're not interested in winning trophies. Money is all they want. And I totally agree with you. 100%. I do believe that. LG says they're not ambitious. The fact that they dragged their feet into making the hard decision of sacking Jonas tells me they are complacent. Fair play to Jonas for taking matters into his own hands. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he saved a couple of money as well, because obviously if he'd been sacked, they would have had to pay him off, whereas they don't, because he's quit. I'm sure that he's come to some agreement with him. Anyway, the corner comes in from that far side, header at near post. It's come off the woodwork. Leah Williamson it was. I think it was deflected, and Valerenga still haven't really got the ball away. Shot comes in from distance. Oh, it's a good save. The pressure's still on Russo. Again, it's blocked. That second goal just won't go in. Russo tries her luck again, and again it's saved by the goalkeeper. Incredible stuff there. Arsenal could have scored 4 goals from 1 attack. And now Valerenga coming forward themselves, and suddenly they'll be looking for that equaliser there. But how Arsenal didn't score there. Leah Williamson's header it was from the corner. Looked like it may well have taken a deflection, came back off the post, and then it was pinball inside the penalty area. Russo had a couple of efforts. The goalkeeper's made a couple of good saves. And in the end, it stays at 1-0. I'm not quite sure how it did. Matty says they're the exact same 4-2-3-1 formation Jonas used last Saturday, and they seem to have found their rhythm again. we look at play a bit more freedom, I would say. Yes, Mariona Caldente's had a good run here. Plays it out to that far side. Beth Mead's going to fire it in. It's deflected. Must be 2-0. It is 2-0. Caitlin Ford with the goal. Another goal for her. Lovely counter-attack there from Arsenal. And we've finally got that second goal. It's been coming for a while, hasn't it? That time it's Caitlin Ford. Couldn't miss from close range after Beth Mead's shot was deflected into her path. And it is Arsenal 2, Valerenga 0. Mariona made that with a run there. Lovely ball out to that far side to Beth Mead. Her shot there was deflected, it was saved, and then Caitlin falls there from about 5 yards. There's lob it in, rub it into the roof of the net. Couldn't really miss that. Almost a goal for Beth, but it is a goal for Caitlin. And there we go. Emma says goal. Matty says vamos. Nick Nack says, there's the second. And Miss Pinktrot says, yay, 40 indeed. 40 scored again. That's her 6th goal of the season already. And her 2nd goal in consecutive matches. So she got the last goal under Jonas, and she's got the 1st goal under Renee. And is there going to be more? Actually, not the 1st goal under Renee. It's the 2nd goal under Renee. I do apologise. I forgot we were 2 up because I missed the 1st goal. Corny Schooner says, are Bayern losing to Juventus? I'm not sure, are they? If they are, that would be quite funny, wouldn't it? If we can ram in a few goals here, get that goal difference back. And we certainly look up for this game tonight, don't we? And we are playing with more freedom. I think that's obvious. It's the same formation. It's the same, pretty much the same starting team. Miss Pinksock says, Bayern beating Juventus. Oh, are they? Okay. Oh, Bayern beat. Oh, that was early, wasn't it? Of course, yeah, that was early, that game. Matty says, Mead needs a goal. She could do with a confidence boost, to be fair. Yeah, well, I think there's a few players need a goal. Russo needs a goal. Stina needs a goal. Beth needs a goal. I think Mariona could do with another 1 or 2 as well. She's been struggling for a bit of confidence. But Caitlin isn't. She's got 6 goals already. She's our top scorer by quite some distance. Emerson says, Bayern 1 at 2-0. Miss Pinksock says, yes, Amido needs one. Indeed, she does. And I say, so does Leslie, I think, as well. But it is 2-0. And it's been a good fast start. It's 31 minutes played, and Arsenal pretty much in control of this game. And from this position here, we should go on and win this game quite comfortably. Unless we do something stupid and give the ball away here, but we don't, because Leah Williamson plays it up this near side. Leslie Russo there allowed it to bounce off the defender, and it's gone out for a throw-in. LG says, from Till Stillman's insider knowledge, I heard that the club set a target for Jonas to seriously challenge for the league after 2 seasons of not challenging. That's probably why Jonas resigned. I mean, I would say that you can't say you can't challenge for the league after 3 or 4 games. You know, we've only lost 1. I think we definitely could have still challenged for the league. I don't think that's just the reason. I think there's more to it than that. Anyway, Leah Waltie's done really well in the centre of the pitch. Plays the ball out to that far side. Caitlin Ford, who just scored the 2nd goal. She's looking for another one here. Cuts inside. She's going to get a shot away. No, touches it back to Leah Volti again. Plays it square to Leah Williams. It wasn't a great ball, actually. Lee says, hi, Rich. I'm just glad we're winning for a change. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Lee says, come on, you Gunners. Indeed. It is good to be winning again. It's a nice feeling, but there's still a long way to go in this game yet. There's still plenty of time for us to self-destruct, as we've done so many times. Bearing in mind, we played really well in the first half last week in Munich, didn't we? They're just showing a Leah Williamson header there, which got deflected onto the post, and it was, in the end, it was pinball there in the box, and we couldn't get that 2nd goal on that particular occasion, but it didn't take long, did it? Matty says, Bayern are 2 for 2 on top of the group now, going to be hard to catch up. Yeah, but we can come 2nd in the group, that's fine. Plus, we've got to play Bayern at home yet. If we win all the other games and then beat Bayern at home, then, you know, we'll have a chance, won't we? But let's see anyway. Arsenal coming forward again with Leslie Russo over on that far side. Goes past the fullback, which she doesn't actually quite manage to. Good defending in the end. They're quite a physical team, aren't they? But that's typical of the Scandinavians in general, isn't it? Anyway, Gregory says, come on, you Gunners, 2 more. Well, we'll take anything, won't we? 2 more, 3 more, 6 more. Who cares? Let's just enjoy the game and see if we can get those 3 points, which we're well on the way to now, aren't we? It is Arsenal 2, Valerenga 0. And what more could you want on a Wednesday evening? Midway through October. LG says, winning 2 Continental Cups papered over the cracks. We used to win FA Cups in the latter years of Wenger, but we all knew Wenger was a dead man walking at that point. Well, yeah, I think it started different. Obviously, Wenger had been at Arsenal for a long, long time, and his time was always going to come to an end. And yes, he won a few FA Cups at the end, which was nice, which was great. And I think that Jonas obviously won the 2 cups, but that was looking like that was going to be the start of something bigger, and it didn't quite work out like that, did it? It should have done. Anyway, also just giving the ball away. There's a chance for Valerenga to pull a goal back, and they have pulled a goal back, and that's of our own making. Terrible mistake at the back from Arsenal, and just it looked like we were cruising to victory. Suddenly, we just conceded. The Norwegian fans at the other end of the pitch are celebrating. That's their first goal in the Champions League group stage ever, and Arsenal gifted it to them. Arsenal absolutely gifted it to them. Terrible, terrible defending on the edge of their own penalty area, trying to be too clever. Why are we trying to be that clever? It was Leia Cadena got herself in a right muddle. She lost the ball one time. She tried to win it back. She wasn't able to, and terrible defending. And that is a cool finish into the bottom corner. It is a really good finish, actually, there. I think it was Svensson who scored. It was a nice finish, a good finish, actually. And suddenly it's 2-1. And Arsenal have got it all to do again. Nick Nack says that was well taken. That was well taken, yeah. Emerson says goal, indeed it is. Matty says, oh no, yeah, indeed. Miss Pinksot says, damn. Yes, we created that ourselves, didn't we? By trying to be clever of playing it out from the back. How many times have we said this? Nick Nack says, spices things up a bit, just when it looked like they're going to steamroll them. Yeah, it did. It looked like we were going to steamroll them. But yeah, anyway, it's not quite worked out like. I mean, it still might, but it's just when your confidence is low and you've been struggling a bit and you get yourself 2-0 up, you think that's what you need, and then suddenly you do something stupid like that. Like I said, if I just said that before, didn't I? Unless we do something stupid, we're going to probably win this game, and we do something stupid, and now we're going to do something stupid again. But Leia Cadena just gets away with that one. Matty says it's calm. Cadena will redeem herself. I'm sure she will. But that was very unnecessary. And now Valerenga, who actually had threatened a little bit earlier as well with a good effort that was well saved, have now got themselves a goal. But Arsenal going forward again. Caldente on this near side. It's another corner to Arsenal. That cross is deflected off the defender. And it is going to be it's Kovacic, not Kovacic. Anyway, it's a corner to Arsenal. That's the main thing that you do need to know. And that is on this near side. And Arsenal now just need to get our composure back, don't we? Cornish Gunnar says our defence is fragile, zero confidence. Absolutely. LG says I love Cody, but I still feel we haven't replaced Rafa. We haven't. Absolutely not. She was fantastic, wasn't she? What a brilliant, brilliant player she proved to be. A few injuries, but yeah, she was a threat from set pieces. Brilliant defender, and yeah, exactly. We do miss when his corner comes in from the near side towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It's a Valerenga head. Gets it away, but Arsenal do pick up the second ball. And we are in possession again over on that far side. Now it's with Leia Cadena. Her mistake cost us that goal. Miss Pinksot says too slow in passing in the back. Yeah, but that's been a problem. I don't know why we keep doing it, honestly. The ball's now back with Daphne Van Domselaar. She couldn't do a lot about that goal. She was left, her defence just completely deserted her. And it was a good finish into the bottom corner. But chaotic defending from Arsenal, and we can't keep doing stuff like that. We just can't, because we have to win this game. And suddenly now a 2-0 lead looked great, didn't it? And it looked as though we were cruising, but we've got those mistakes in us still. It's been a problem for a couple of seasons now, hasn't it? And it's a problem again today. But we are still winning the game. Let's look on the positives of it, shall we? We are still winning the game, and that's important. We're coming forward again, looking for the third goal. Caitlin Ford over on that far side. Her goal now really important, isn't it? Because it's put us in, it keeps us in front. The ball's played over on that far side. Arsenal coming forward again. We can get a third goal before half time. Would be good, wouldn't it? Retro Rewind TV says defence plus goalkeeper has been a problem for the last 2 years. The fact we haven't fixed it's embarrassing. Well, I think we have fixed it now with Daphne Van Domselaar. It wasn't her fault for that goal at all, was it? So I don't really can blame her. Jules Oliver says play better Arsenal. Ask was a summary of the players versus Jonas. I'm not sure what that means. Sorry, I don't know whether your English isn't as good as my Spanish. I'm assuming you're Spanish, but I'm not quite sure what you mean there. But if you mean with where the players got Jonas to sack, then I think you're probably right. I would agree that they probably did. Anyway, Leah Williamson now in possession for Arsenal midway inside the Valerenga half. A good ball to Emily Fox up this near side. What's the cross like? It's deflected. Only comes as far as Kim Little. Arsenal putting the pressure on again. We've got 6 minutes to go until half time. Beth Mead played that ball forward without really looking. And is it going to go out of play? No, it's not, because Mariano's kept it inside the penalty. Is it going to be 3-1? Oh, that's good defending again from Valerenga. LG says we miss an elite central defender and elite centre forward. Both Russo and Stina are not elite, if we're being honest. I won't ever say that about Stina. Stina is amazing and a great player. But I don't know. I don't think Leslie Russo's an out-and-out centre forward. I think Stina is. And Stina's got limitations to her game, but she does score goals. Anyway, that cross comes in towards the far post. I mean, Bunny Shaw's got limitations to her game. But Man City seem to play a way that gets the best out of her. And I don't think we've managed to find a way to get the best out of Leslie Russo or Stina. I mean, Stina's on the bench most of the time. You're never going to get the best out of her sitting there. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again. Cross comes in, it's deflected, cleared away again, and Valerenga defending quite well, but Arsenal still in possession out of this near side. Beth Mead touches the ball back to Katie McCabe, puts a cross in. That's a good cross. Russo's there. Can she get a touch on it? Or is it Leah Williamson, actually? Leah Williamson getting forward. Just managed to get a touch on that. Couldn't direct it home. And I think it's going to be a goal kick. Not quite sure what Leah Williamson was doing up there, actually. Almost in a centre-forward position. And it was a lovely ball from Katie McCabe. And Leah Williamson wasn't offside. And had she got a bit of contact on that, it would have been 3-1. Been a while since Leah Williamson scored, isn't it? In fact, I don't think she scored at all last season, did she? Not sure. Anyway, it's been a while since she did score. She's overdue a goal, isn't she? So maybe she will get one later on tonight. Who knows? George Oliver says there, yes, in South America, it is sad when the players no longer love the manager. A bed is made. All right. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, you're right. I think that's what's happened. That is what happened. I wouldn't say it's all the players, but certainly a big chunk of them. Probably did. Yeah. Retro Rewind TV says, do you think our wingers are too attacking sometimes, don't offer enough defensive cover? Yeah, but maybe they do. Maybe they do get forward a lot, don't they? Both have fullbacks, and maybe that, yeah, there isn't enough cover there at times. Although a lot of the goals we concede tend to be either goals from set pieces, which isn't really to do with the fullbacks getting forward, or it's like the goal we just conceded, just making basic silly mistakes. So I don't know if that's necessarily the reason why we concede as many goals as we do, but we need to improve it, obviously, because we do concede too many. LG says you can't seriously compare Bunny Shaw and Stina. Bunny Shaw has everything. Stina has limitations. But I think Bunny Shaw has limitations as well. I wasn't really comparing them, but obviously Bunny Shaw is what many people consider to be the best, with Sam Kerr out injured. You know, Bunny Shaw's looked on to be the best sort of centre forward in the WSL, but she's got limitations to her game as well. I'm not saying, you know, Stina's is a different sort of player, but I think if Stina played every week for Arsenal, and if Arsenal played to get the best out of her, I think Stina, you know, she's already scored 18 goals in each of the last 2 seasons, and a lot of the last season she was on the bench. I think if we played a way to suit her, I think she would score 20, 25 goals a season, Stina. If you play her every week and you play to her strengths, I think she'll score a lot of goals. In the same way that, you know, if Bunny Shaw played in this Arsenal team, the way that we play, she wouldn't be anywhere near as effective. So, you know, I think that you've got to take that into account. But they're different types of players, obviously. But I think they'll score as many goals as each other if they had the same amount of opportunities. Denise says, when will they ever learn passing it out from the back? Far too slow, putting themselves under pressure and caught in possession. And they score. Exactly, yeah. How many times have we done it, though? That's the thing. It's all right if you do it once or twice, you think, okay. But when you're doing it week after week, it's ridiculous. Anyway, Caitlin Faulkner over on that far side plays the ball into the penalty area. Leslie Russo turns away from the defender behind her, but plays the ball back out again to Caitlin Ford Arsenal making a little bit more runs into the box tonight. So for all a little bit of space here for Leslie Reese on the edge. Tries a shot. Good save at the near post again by the Valerenga goalkeeper. Terry's will say, dude, I knew you wouldn't let us down, Terry says. Evening, Richard, listening to you in the van on my way home. Absolutely pouring down here, but hopefully be with you at some point in the second half. No worries, mate. Take it easy out there. LG says, I'll bet my house for Buddy Shaw scoring at a 1-on-1 9 times out of 10, but Stina has been let down many times 1 versus 1. See, I think that's not quite accurate. She scores a lot of 1-on-1, Stina, and Bunny Shaw misses quite a few as well. I think their records will be quite similar in those particular situations. But anyway, I suppose there'll be some stats somewhere, I'm sure. Greg says, Shaw has loads of limitations. She's good against average teams, but can't play top sides like us. She goes missing and keeps falling over. Yeah, I agree. I think she's got a lot of limitations, Bunny Shaw. But Man City play to her strengths. We don't play to Stina's strengths enough, do we? Nick Nack says, yeah, great save that. If she doesn't turn it away at the near post, it's a tapping on the ribbon. Exactly, yeah, that was a good save. She's done well, the goalkeeper, actually, for Valerenga. I think she's looked decent. Anyway, the corner comes in from the near side again. It's towards the edge of 6-yard box, goes all the way across, and Leah Williamson coming out the far post couldn't get enough on that. It's going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Matty says, I wonder why we don't start Blackstenius, to be honest. McCabe is constantly crossing the ball from that left side. Yeah, I don't know why we don't play Stina more. Honestly, I don't. I would play a lot more. I think Stina's great. LG says, it's like you're saying Havertz could get as many goals as Haaland if he was playing for Man City because of the shots they create. No, I think that Havertz suits Arsenal's style in the way that Bunny Shaw suits Man City's style. Would Havertz score as many goals for Man City? Probably not. And he certainly wouldn't. Man City have changed their style to suit Haaland because of what a great goal scorer he is. And the Man City women's team play to Bunny Shaw's strengths. We don't play to Stina's strengths, do we? The men's team plays to Havertz's strengths, which is why he scored the goals that he does. That's what you've got to do as a coach, haven't you? You've got to find a way to get the best out of your players that you've got. And I don't think Arsenal women have managed to do that enough over the last couple of seasons. And that's why we haven't done as well. It's not just about the number of chances you create. It's the way you use the player, isn't it? And yeah, Haaland misses a lot of chances as well. So, how many one-on-ones does Haaland miss? But he still scores 40 goals a season. So, all strikers miss. It's being in the right places regularly enough. That's the key to being a striker, isn't it? You're going to miss chances. It doesn't matter if you do. You get back up, you go again, and you get another chance. And you might miss that one, but eventually you'll score 1, you'll score 2, you'll score 3, and no one cares that you missed a couple before that. Anyway, Valerenga now coming forward, looking for the equaliser before half-time. Arsenal got to be solid at the back here. We were. Good work from Caitlin Ford, actually. She not only scores goals, she works hard defensively. Retro EY TV says, I think problem with this women's team is I remember the women under Vic Akers, we almost spoiled. Don't think it'll ever be matched. No, it won't. And what you got to remember is as well, the opposition were nowhere near as far along down the line as we were at that point. That was why we had so much success. That was why we won everything that we did, because we were much further on down the development line of women's football, miles ahead of everybody else. And obviously other teams have caught up. And obviously Vic's gone and retired and stuff like that. And other teams have caught up. But that's why. But you're right. Nick Nack says, funny thing about Haaland is City don't even play to his strengths. I think they do. I think they do play to his strengths. They try to. They try to get the ball to him as often as can. Nick Nack says he feeds off scratch. But he does, but if you notice, he always gets into the box and they put the ball into the box. He doesn't always get onto it, but they put it into where he is. They put it into the area where he is. Anyway, Valerenga coming forward. This will be the final attack of the first half. Cross comes in all the way across the goal there, and Arsenal got away with one there. The last thing we want to do is concede a goal right now. And in fact, we're not going to because the half-time whistle's gone. And Arsenal do lead just about. Got off to a flying start inside the first couple of minutes when Emily Fox fired in her first Arsenal goal, and we were playing well. We got the second goal as well when Caitlin Ford finished off at the far post after Beth Mead's shot had been saved. But Valerenga pulled a goal back when some chaotic defending from Leia Cadena lost the ball, and we were punished. And it's 2-1, and suddenly what looked like being a fairly comfortable evening now suddenly looks like being a little bit more difficult for us. We've got to try to find a way to get ourselves back on top again. LG says, I just don't rate Stina that highly like you do. He's decent, but never been an elite level. I don't know. I mean, look at her record at international level, club level. She scored a lot of goals. I mean, that's all you can do, isn't it? You score goals in the team that you play for. She's playing in the top league in Europe and she's scoring goals. So, and she scores goals in big games against big teams, cup finals, semi-finals. She scored in the Champions League quarter-final, the Champions League semi-final, both legs. Big games Stina scores in the 2 cup finals, the 2 semi-finals that we played. She's a big game player. And that to me makes her, you're saying that, she's not elite, but elite players score in the top games, and Stina scores in the top games. She always has done. She's got that. And to me, that makes her an elite player. Bunny Shaw doesn't. Like we mentioned before, Bunny Shaw she'll score 4 against Bristol City, and obviously as a stat pad, and then suddenly she's got a golden boot. Same with Sam Kerr. But Sam Kerr does also score big goals in the big games as well. But no, I think she's elite, and she's elite for that reason, because she does score in the big games, and she does it regularly. Look how many big games for Arsenal she scored in. As I said, Champions League, cup semi-finals, cup finals, everything. So yeah, Nick Nack says, but that's so good. He's exactly going back to Haaland, of course. Greg says, our problem is that Stina and Leslie don't get enough service. Our players want to score themselves rather than look for the strikers. Yeah, I don't think we get the best out of them. No. Matty says she could become a consistent goal scorer, though. We're just not playing to her strength. No, we're not. We're not playing her enough minutes either. Anthony says, who is the coach or manager at the moment? It's the assistant, Renee. She is taking temporary charge. She's not. We haven't got a permanent manager yet. We're waiting to get one. It's going to be over the next couple of weeks. Grotzbetter, how you doing? Rajendra says, sloppy goal. Well, it was, yeah. I mean, sloppy, Christ, it was a terrible goal to concede. At that point in the game where you've got control, total control, and then you go and concede a goal like that, criminal, really. And now we've got to work again in the second half to get those 3 points. But, I mean, I think we played well. We've looked I think we are playing a little bit more freedom, which I think we thought that would probably happen, because that tends to happen, doesn't it? When there's problems and you're not playing well, and the manager goes, everybody has like you can breathe a little bit more, and you play a bit more freedom. And I think we have done, and we've played well. LG says 31 goals and 107 games for Sweden, not great. Yeah, we look at what, I think at international level, that's decent. At international level, that's good. That's a goal every 3 games at international level. That's pretty decent. Of course it is. Well, I don't understand what, not everybody's going to have a goal score record like Haaland, who scores 100 goals in like 104 games. That's not how it works, is it? She's playing for Sweden in your top tournaments regularly. I don't think that's bad at all. Kimberly says that Stina is world class. You saw her impact against Chelsea at the Emirates when she came. I agree. I think she is. I think she's an elite striker. Absolutely. Chin says why the defence is struggling. Well, if we knew the answer to that, and if they knew the answer to that, we wouldn't keep conceding all these daft goals, would we? I think sometimes it's just confidence, maybe. They're just lacking confidence. Matty says our fullbacks love crossing into the box. Therefore, Stina can certainly thrive as our main centre forward. But we don't play to that style, unfortunately. We play Russo because of how well she links up play. Yeah, I think as well, we play Russo because she's, as an all-round player, I think Leslie Russo is a better all-round player than Stina, but Stina's a better goal scorer than Leslie. So this is why they can both play together, because they've both got different strengths that complement each other. Stina's great at running in behind. She's got that pace, and she is a very good finisher, despite what some people have been saying. She's a very good finisher. Whereas Leslie Russo is more, she'll go wide, she'll drop deep, she can link the play, and she brings that to the game, which is why they can both play together. Because what Stina can't do, Leslie can, and what Leslie can't do, Stina can. So you're playing both, and then you've got the best, haven't you? You can play them both, because we've done it plenty of times and it's worked. So I don't understand why we're so reluctant to do that, really. We've got postcards from Protest. What a great name it is. Arsenal women play as a team of individuals. The next manager needs to get them playing as a team. No, exactly, yeah. I think sometimes I'd agree with you. I think we do sometimes look like a bunch of individuals rather than a team unit, yes. And that is something that needs to be improved if you're going to be successful. Of course, look at Chelsea. they always play as a team, don't they? And in fact, you sometimes look at our team, look at Chelsea's team, and you think player for player, we've got better individual players, but they generally are a better team. And you're right, and that's something we do need to work on and improve. LG says she hasn't played enough minutes because she doesn't deserve those minutes. I'm probably the biggest Stina hater because she just misses big chances in crucial moments, which leaves me frustrated. But then, like I said to you, look at the goal she scored. You know, Continental Cup semi-final, 2 years running, scored. She got a hat-trick this last season and scored the winner this season before. 2 cup finals, crucial goals, a winner in this year's cup final. The goal that puts 2-1 up the season before and we'd been 1-0 down. Champions League quarter-final, Bayern Munich got the winning goal. The Champions League semi-final, Wolfsburg scored in both legs, was unlucky to get another one disallowed in the second leg. You know, so she gets goals in big games. To me, you know, every striker misses chances. I don't care if a striker misses 100 chances. I'm not bothered. It means they're getting in the positions, which is what you want. And eventually, if they're in those positions, keep getting those positions, they will score. And Stina does score. 18 goals she scored last season. I think she only started 14 games. The rest of her appearances came off the bench. And she's got 18 goals. She's got 18 goals a season before. You know, that's consistent goal scoring that. There won't be many players in the WSL teams that have scored 18 goals 2 seasons in a row. There just won't be. So I think you need to give her more credit. Obviously, it's frustrating when players miss chances. It's frustrating, but I'm not. If my striker is getting in positions and misses a few, I don't care because they're getting in those positions. If they're not missing chances, they're not doing enough. They're not getting into those right positions where they need to be. So you know, I don't worry about that. With Stina, she scores the big goals in the big games, and if you do that, then you know that's what you want your centre forward to do. Terry says, in my opinion, Stina is a class act, and we just play too slow football and not make the right passes to her. Absolutely, 100%. Terry's right as always. Matty agrees with me. Good stuff. Rajendra says Caldente's passes are not getting through. No, they're not at the moment. Matty says to Rajendra, that's because her best position is out wide. She's had to adapt to playing as a CAM in her current formation, so it's going to take a while. Yeah, maybe you're right. She's a good player. I'm sure she'll adapt. Retro Rewind TV says, so was Kelly Smith. Not good because she only scored 46 and 100. Yeah, exactly. That's a great point. Yeah, exactly. Grot says, I'm pretty disappointed at DAZN. They promised to stream every Women's Champions League game. They even had a stream up and running until kickoff. Now I'm watching the DAZN channel on a pirate stream, if you call it. Yeah, no, I agree that they've been ridiculous. Greg says, I agree. Stina misses a lot of chances, but Rich is right. Stina and Les up top, up front together, they both tend to score. They complement each other. Exactly, yeah, that's right. Terry says, come on, check hit that like button. Let's get up to 50 before the second half starts. Yeah, let's hit the like button, guys, because we're winning the game. We're winning the game. Come on, we need to like, don't we? But no, I mean, I will back Stina. And I think I'll back her because I think she's brilliant. And secondly, I think she's proved her worth. She's proved her worth with the big goals that she scored in big games at big moments. You know, one of the greatest Arsenal players ever in the men's team was Thierry Henry. He never scored in one cup final for Arsenal. Stina scored in 2 cup finals in a row against the best team in the country. Thierry Henry didn't score in one. He scored in 1 cup final for us, not one. So, you know, does that mean Thierry Henry wasn't a good player because he didn't score in the big games enough? Did he not stat pad against some of the crap teams, like scoring 4 goals against Leeds and stuff like that? You know, goal scorers get in positions to score goals and they miss some and they score more than they miss. And that's what happens. Every single striker, the best strikers in the world, the best players that ever play football, miss chances, miss lots and lots of chances, but they keep getting themselves there. They keep putting themselves in those areas and the goals go in. And that's what's there. 18 goals she got last season. 18. And how many? She was on the bench most of the season. She's got 18 goals. What more do you want? How can you say she's not an elite striker? Most players are on the bench as much as she was. Their heads would have gone down. They would have come off the bench and not made any impact at all. But not Stina. You watch Stina tonight. If she comes on, I'm sure she will. You look at how she plays. She'll be there. She'll be making the run. She'll be playing as though she started the game. She won't be sulking because she's on the bench again. She'll go out there and give her best every single time she plays. And yeah, she had a terrible game, I thought, last week against Bayern Munich. I thought she was terrible, right? And I'll hold my hands up. You know, as much as I love Stina, if she has a bad game like anyone else, I'll be hands up and say they were terrible. You know, Beth Mead was terrible as well last week. But, you know, I'll defend her because I think she deserves to be defended, because I think she's a fantastic player. She's our best goal scorer at this club at this moment in time. We should be playing her every game. She'd be the first name on the team sheet. Because our strikers can only score goals if the ball is played into them. Well, exactly, yeah. Exactly. And the service isn't great too. I mean, Stina needs a certain type of service. She's great at making them runs in behind. She needs the ball played through the lines early so that she can run onto them. You notice a lot of the time, and I've heard a criticism of Stina that she's offside a lot, right? And she is. The reason why she's offside a lot is because she makes that run as soon as the space is there, but the ball doesn't come to her straight away. And by the time the ball does come to her, 2 or 3 seconds too late, she's run offside. If the ball's played through to her early, she's in on goal and she scores. You know, and when it's worked, it's brilliant. I mean, I'll always remember the goal she got in the Champions League semi-final against Wolfsburg at the Emirates. You know, she worked for that goal and she got herself into the position one-on-one with a keeper, slotted it away. She's done that so many times. Honestly, I've never understood the criticism that Stina gets. I honestly think she's brilliant. But anyway, maybe that's just me. But it's not, because I think Matty agrees. I know Terry agrees. Mitch Pinksock says, second half goal predictions. Well, we need to win the game, don't we? And it's got a bit nervy. I think we'll win, obviously. We're in a good position to win. I think it might be 3-1. Chad's gone 4-1. Yeah, maybe 4-1 or 4-2, maybe. I can see us maybe conceding another goal just because we just seem to do something stupid, don't we, quite often. LG says, another criticism of Stina is her first touches at this level. That is unacceptable. I think she's improved. I think her first touch has improved, actually, over the last couple of years. I would have agreed with you maybe 2 years ago. I do think she's improved her first touch. Yes, everybody sometimes has a bad first touch, don't they? And Stina still does. I'm not going to say she doesn't. But I think she's improved that. She's worked on it, you can see, and she's got better. And I'm sure she'll keep trying to improve that as well. But yeah, I don't have a major problem with that. Mitch Pinksox likes Chan's prediction, as we all do. Grot's gone there, but 5-1 on the ball. 5-1 will be good. We'll take that all day long, won't we? Retro Rewind TV says the video that strikers are only world class. Oh, the idea, sorry, that strikers are only world class. Belong, you only have to look at Bergkamp. This 737 matches, 269 goals. Not everyone is Messi or Ronaldo. No, exactly. And you're right. And I think that, yes, strikers get judged on goals that they score. But I think throughout your career, if you're a striker and you've got a ratio of about 1 in every 3 games, then I think you can say you're a top striker. If you've done that at the top level, I mean, not in Sunday League, but at the top level, if you've played as a striker at the top level and you end your career and you've got 1 goal roughly every 3 games that you've played, every 3 appearances you've got a goal, I think you can say you've been a top striker, you've had a great career and you're an elite striker. You know, obviously, if you get a better goal scoring record than that, then, you know, well, like you said, but not everybody's going to do that, are they? I mean, Haaland and people like that, Messi and Ronaldo, those players come around very, very rarely, don't they? Most of your top strikers get 1 in every 3 games on average. And Stina's definitely up there with that, isn't she? Greg says Stina is good at running onto the ball. Leslie is good at turning the defence. You've got to play them together. No, I 100% agree. Matty's gone 3-1 full time. Yeah, I've got a feeling it might be. Miss Pinksock says Fall's going to get another. She might do. I think Stina will come off the bench and get one now because we've been talking about it for the last 10 minutes. Roland says Russo, Mariona coming to Arsenal disturbs the existing wage dynamics. I can't help but feel some of the long-serving players feel underappreciated and are playing like it. That's an interesting point, actually. I hadn't really thought about the wages issue. But yeah, obviously Mariona will be on a big wage. You're right. Russo will be on a big wage. Yeah. I don't know. You hope those things don't cause problems, but I guess they will. Miss Pinksox is giving Greg a round of applause. Commons going says, absolutely agree. LG, the ball bounces off. No, it doesn't. Sometimes, but not all the time. Matt is, Rose is an interesting. But no, it is an interesting film. I've never really thought of that before, actually. What says there? Stina Blackstenius has the same qualifications as Freddie Lundberg had except she doesn't fall on her ass every shot taken. No, that's a fair point. We love Freddie Lundberg, though. Postcards from Protest says Harry Kane struggled at Spurs and is now flying up by and strikers go through. But I wouldn't say Harry Kane was actually struggled at Spurs, did he? I mean, he's their top ever goal scorer in the Premier League. Matty says LG, agree with you on that. First touch has been appalling lately. Same goes for Marnham. Yeah, I think overall she's improved. I mean, she's had a couple of shocking games this season, Stina. As I said, last week she was terrible. But nobody's been playing that well, have they? It's not just her. Anyway, the team's back out for the second half. Arsenal are 2-1 up as we look to close in on our first 3 points of this Champions League group stage. And if we manage this game properly, cut out the silly mistakes at the back, we should go on and win. But 45 minutes still to play. And as we saw in that first half, anything can happen and anything might well happen when it comes to this team. We've got too much experience. So we are back off and underway. Arsenal kicking off, attacking the goal to our left, which is the North Bank. Straight away, we're coming forward. Katie McCabe, she plays the ball back though to Leah Cadena. It was her mistake that led to the Valerenga goal about 6-7 minutes before half time. Arsenal straight away on the front foot at the start of the second half. Mariona Caldente. Chan says Spurs was a problem, not Harry Kane. Exactly, yeah. Matty says, come on, you guys, let's get rid of 100 likes before the end. Yeah, let's get 100 likes. Come on, why not? Let's do it. We did it once before. I think we might have done it a couple of times, actually. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now up this near side. Ball played in the midfield, though. Leah Volti. It's up this near side again. Caitlin Ford touches it off. Now it's with Mariona Caldente again. Threads the ball through. And Leslie Russo's free on this near side. There's only one player in the box. It's Beth Mead. A couple joining her now. Leslie Russo crosses it. Again, it's hit the defender. And again, we make the wrong decision in that final third. Quite frustrating, Greg says. Once Stina and Russo get a couple of goals, they'll start to fly. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely, they will. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now, trying to get the ball in the box. But again, Valerenga have defended pretty well at times. They've certainly worked hard defensively, haven't they? And they've restricted us to very few big chances. We could have scored a couple more goals in that first half. Anyway, Leah Williamson chips the ball forward, looking for Leslie Russo again, but that touch is heavy. You see, there's a heavy touch there from Leslie Russo, you see. It's not just Stina. Leslie Russo had a bit of a heavy touch there as well. And he's gone behind for a goal kick to Valerenga. Grot says, second half started already. I'm off then. See you after the game. Okay, my friends. See you very soon. Enjoy the second half. I'm sure you will, especially if we win, of course. It's a goal kick to Valerenga, which their goalkeeper with the rather strange headband is going to take. Goes long towards halfway, but it's Kim Little's header forward to Leslie Russo. Sorry, touches it off to Mariona Caldente. And seeing even their first touch wasn't great there either. But Arsenal do pick up the ball again with Emily Fox, her first Arsenal goal in the first half very early on in this game. Got things up and running, and Arsenal coming forward again now looking for another goal. Again, it's Emily Fox over on that far side. What's a cross like? It's not bad, but again, it's headed away at the near post. Only as far as Kim Little and Arsenal keeping the ball moving. Katie McCabe fires Mariona, touches it forward. Not a great ball, but it is picked up well there by Kim Little, and now it's with Caitlin Ford on this near side. It's a poor ball though, and now Valerenga can come forward, but not for long because Leah Cadena steps in with a shot from distance. Oh, it's a good save actually. Trying to make up for her mistake, and she tried the shot from distance there, Leah Cadena, and it was a decent save there by the goalkeeper down to our left hand side to keep that out. Roland with us, he says, hopefully Russo can get a goal as she's low on confidence. No, absolutely, you're right. She needs a goal. There's no doubt about that. Matty says, he agrees with Greg. We've got to get KCC into the starting level somehow too. She's looked really sharp. No, you're right. And it says Russo, indeed. And Arsenal with a throw on this near side. Katie McCabe thought about playing it forward, but plays it back instead to Leah Cadena. We've got Munya with us. He says, now that Jonas is gone, let's move in the right direction. Indeed, that's what we're all hoping for. Moving forward, that's what it's about, isn't it? You can't go back. Greg says, all strikers go through bad patches. It's unfortunate it's both of them at the same time. Their commitment is great. No, you're right. It's unfortunate, isn't it, that both our two strikers haven't scored. But they will come, absolutely. We know they will. And it's just a matter of time and patience, isn't it? And like you said, they score one, and they'll probably go off on a run and get 2 or 3. Anyway, it's a free kick now to Valerenga. Mariona Caldente conceded it there. She didn't seem very happy about it. Or is it a throw? Oh, it might just be a throw. Oh, no, it is a free kick. Anna says Russo doesn't deserve the hate she gets. Does anyone hate her? Is she been getting any hate? She have not noticed any hate for Russo. I think Russo's. I would say the complete opposite. I think she gets more love sometimes than her performances always deserve. But anyway, is she getting hated? Who's hating on Russo? Come on, own up if you are, because that's not right, is it? She doesn't deserve any hate because she's great. We love Russo. Anyway, Valerenga coming forward, a cross comes in, but that should be Daphne's all day long, and it is Daphne Van Domslaan now. I think she's going to stake her claim for this #1 spot. I think the Champions League, the test, isn't it? The Champions League is the test, and if you get picked in the Champions League, I think you can safely say you're the #1 goalkeeper. Anyway, Arsenal are currently in 3rd place in the group, level on points with Juventus. But I think their goal difference probably isn't quite as good as theirs, is it? Because we suffered a heavy defeat last week. Anna says, TikTok, there's loads. Yeah, but TikTok's full of morons, so don't listen to TikTok. Nobody listens to TikTok, do they? So, I think that kind of sums up the mentality of TikTok. If they're giving Russo hate on there, they're just idiots, aren't they? Just idiots looking to be famous, I think. So just ignore TikTok. In fact, TikTok should be shut down. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now at this near side. That's a ball played forward, looking for Leslie Russo. She tried to gamble on it bouncing past the defender, but the defender did well, actually. Mr. Tesh 47 says, I say 5-1 to Arsenal. Well, we'll take 5-1, won't we? Why not? Why not take 5-1 indeed? That would be great, wouldn't it? Russell Russo says, Russ, good to see you, my friend. LG says, I'm a big Russo fan, but her PR hasn't merited her performance. No, I agree. I love Russo, and I agree. I think she's been overhyped at Arsenal. She's done okay. She's done well, but yeah, has she done as well as the hype that she gets? I'd probably think not. Anna says Instagram has a few. Yeah, well, ignore Instagram as well, really, because that's pretty much a poor man's TikTok, isn't it? So yeah, but slightly more higher brow maybe, but only just slightly. I tend not to use either of those very often. I just put me running stuff on Instagram, really, because yeah, it's just full of idiots, really, isn't it? That and TikTok. I think any kind of platform that encourages short videos is always going to lead to problems. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward, and hopefully we won't have any problems here. Katie McCabe bringing the ball forward. That's a lovely ball for almost found Caitlin Ford, but it was cut out well. And Valerenga was still in this game, and now they're coming forward up this near side. This is really good play, actually. Leia Cadena has been caught out. It's going to be an opportunity for this to make it 2-2. Oh, that's nice feet in the box. Oh, she's fired over the crossbar there. Wow, that was unlucky, you have to say. And that was a big chance there for Valerenga to make it 2-2. I think it was Shorik there with the effort. Lovely play, actually. Twisted and turned inside Leah Williamson. But then she couldn't find that goal. Lovely play, though. Brilliant feet. And fired over the crossbar. Wow. That was close to an equaliser there for Valerenga. That would have been a disaster. Greg says that Russo's hype has been from the 2 great goals that she scored in the Euros. I think Russo's a great player, but I agree. I think the hype has been way, way over the top. But anyway, let's hope she can justify some hype in this second half and get herself a goal. Arsenal in possession inside the centre circle. That's lovely play from Caitlin Ford. Touches the ball off. Kim Little almost threaded it through to Beth Mead. It's come back to Kim Little again. Now it's with Caitlin Ford. She plays it to square to Kim Little. Now it's with Beth Mead just on the edge of the penalty. Yeah, Beth turns, gets a shot away, hits a defender again. They've defended for their lives, Valerenga, in this game. Mariona now on this near side. Can she go around the outside? She does, keeps possession, but she's going to have to turn back in again. Now it's Caitlin Ford back to Mariona. Now it's square to Leah Volti. Arsenal playing some nice football here. Looking for that 3rd goal. You do feel as though it's coming sooner or later. Caitlin Ford, lovely play from Caitlin Ford. Lovely feet inside the box. What's the finish like? It's not a bad effort, but it was a fairly comfortable save in the end. And good play again from Caitlin Ford. She's absolutely on fire at the moment, isn't she? scoring goals for fun. Brilliant stuff. Javier said 2-1 final, Arsenal women. So, well, thank you for your positive contribution, mate. We appreciate it. Nick Nack says it's not hype if it's not over the top. Well, no, that's true. Actually, that is a fair point. It's not hype unless it is over exaggerated. That's actually what it means. Anyway, Mariona's now coming forward for Arsenal. She's got a lot of hype to live up to as well. Anna says Mariona has been amazing. She had a good game, yes. LG says, I'm not a Stina fan, I'm not a Russo fan, but that doesn't mean I'll be biased towards Russo. I say things the way I see them. I'll admit that Russo hasn't quite clicked at Arsenal. No, you're right. I mean, but I'm sure it will come for her because she's a good player. She's done well here on the edge of the box. Found Caitlin Ford on this near side. Mariona again turns away. Lovely 1-2 with Russo. Mariona inside the box. She's crowded out a little bit, manages to find Leah Volti. She's not going to score another goal. She's already scored this season. Leah Williamson with a shot from distance, straight at the goalkeeper. Candice says, Javier, why are you? Well, he's here to give us some balance, isn't he? He has said 2-1 to Arsenal, though, so he thinks Arsenal will win, so they can't be that bad, can they? Terry says, I've made it. Apologies all round for being late. Well, no, you dropped in earlier, mate. No worries at all. You're entitled to be late every so often. We're all late sometimes, aren't we? That's life, isn't it? Greg says Steen and Russo are Arsenal players, so we should get behind them both and stop getting it. Absolutely right. And it's not like a comparison, is it? I mean, I think they've both got their strength, and we've said we want them both to play together. And you know, I want to see them both play together. But yeah, we love them both, don't we? Anyway, there's a free kick to Valerenga over on that far side. It's Kim Little who's conceded that. She seemed a little bit confused. Anna says Javier is either a Tottenham Hotspur fan or Chelsea. And Miss Pinkshot says, no, he can stay. Let him stay. It's fine. He said we're going to win. And that's fine, isn't it? He said we'll win 2-1. So that's fine, isn't it? We'll take a 2-1 win, won't we? If he said we was going to lose, and then I would have kicked him off, but he didn't, so that's fine. Anyway, it's a free kick to Valerenga, so we're going to have to defend this because they had a big chance a moment ago to equalise, didn't they? And they're going to have another opportunity here to get the ball into the box. It is their goal scorer, Taventin, who's going to take this free kick over. Actually, she's not going to take it. It's going to be played in towards the penalty spot. And also don't really defend that particularly well, actually. But Caitlin Ford should complete this clearance. Greg says, you're not late, Terry. I'm hoping to be late for my funeral. Yeah, well, I think we all are hoping to be late for our own funerals, aren't we? Anyway, Katie McCabe on his near side is going to take this throw for Arsenal. Terry says it's my last live for over a week after Spain until the following Friday. Oh, you're going to miss all the fun and games this weekend's going to be good. Obviously, the show on Friday, you can't miss that. You've got to find a way of watching it. Anyway, Arsenal's giving the ball away again inside the penalty area. Shot comes in from distance. It's deflected. It's going to be a corner to Valerenga, and Arsenal looking a bit nervy here. And Valerenga have up their game, you have to say. Clive says, good evening, Rich, and everyone in the chat. On my way home from work, so check it on the score. Yeah, it's 2-1, mate. We're doing okay, but we're struggling a bit just at the minute to get this ball away. It's a corner to Valerenga. And we need to defend this because it hasn't been our strong point, has it? It hasn't been our strong point at all. Anyway, it's a corner over on that far side to Valerenga. It's going to be Captain Thompson who's going to take it. And their fans are behind that goal in that corner. They'd love an equaliser, but that wasn't a good corner. Arsenal head that away. It's going to be recycled back into the box again. It's a decent ball. Header comes in, but it's not going on target. And Arsenal can complete the clearance with Beth Mead. LG says, Russo reminds me of Lacazette running around like a headless chicken without actually benefiting the team. I know it's harsh, but that's what it is. I think sometimes I'd agree with you. I think she's got a little bit more purpose in her running around. She's getting forward here on this near side, kept this ball in. She needs a bit of help. Plays it back to Caitlin Ford, gets it back. Russo inside the penalty area, finds Katie McCabe. Can she get the cross in? No, she can't. But she's going to get another opportunity now after exchanging passes with Mariona Caldente. Now Leah Volti plays it square to Kim Little. Arsenal knocking the ball around on the edge of the box. Can we get an end product here? Emily Fox over on that far side. Goes around the outside. Can she get the cross in? She's tripped over her own feet. It's going to be a goal kick. Postcards for Protest says next manager needs to look at improving speed in transition, movement off the ball, especially give and go partnerships, one touch finishing and organisation at the back. We fell short under Jonas. Well, the new manager got a lot of work to do. I agree. But let's see what happens. I say it's going to be an interesting next couple of weeks, isn't it? Maureen says, I'm not easy. Russo is doing her best. It's a competitive game. Let's not criticise. Well, no, we're not criticising Leslie Russo. I mean, you know, she's doing okay. And she's done okay for Arsenal. We just maybe want a little bit more from her. Like we want a bit more from all the players, not just her. Everybody needs to improve and step up to what we've done so far this season. And this game kind of sums up where we are at the minute. You know, we started well, we played some nice stuff, but we can't quite manage to get it won. And I say Valerenga had 1 or 2 moments to make it 2-2. Anyway, we're making 2 substitutions now. It's going to be Frida Marnham and Steph Catley to come on 60 minutes, which is the Jonas time, isn't it? And it's going to be, who's going off? Not quite sure yet. Katie McCabe is going to be going off for Steph Catley. And Beth Mead is going off as well for Frida Marnham. So that are 2 substitutions. The 2 first substitutions that Rene's made as Arsenal interim manager. Beth Mead doesn't look particularly happy going off after 60 minutes. But there you go. Katie McCabe's off as well. Steph Catley's on. And let's see what difference that makes. It's kind of like for like changes in some ways, although you do feel that what's going to happen now is Mariona's going to go wide and Frida Marnham will go into that number 10 position where she's been so dangerous this season. Scoring a few goals as well. Her and Caitlin Ford are the only 2 really scoring, aren't they, regularly this season? And Frida Marnham is now on. She's got half an hour to make an impact in this game. Anna says Arsenal fans just got to back the girls because they need us as much as we need them. Absolutely. Cornish Kuna says, let's see Kavaji and Crawl. I wouldn't say Crawl necessarily. Kavaji, yes. Postcards from Protest says that Russo covers a lot of other players. This goes back to the team not playing as a team. When she's played as a striker or centre forward, she's a menace for the other team. No, she is, but yeah, you're right a little bit there. Terry says, in my opinion, we need Salty. She won't take any crap from the girls or a dynamic duo, Edu and Arteta. No, you're right. Anna says, Cornish going to literally agree with you. Candy says, I agree with you, Cornish Gruner and Postcards. Yeah, I think so, yeah. But Leslie Russo likes to be involved. Anyway, it's Valerenga are involved at the minute, coming forward on the edge of our penalty area. They've got some neat and tidy players actually in possession. They're really good, aren't they? That's a decent cross as well, actually, headed away by Emily Fox, I think it was. But again, Valerenga picking this ball up. We need to get a grip of this game. Second half's not been great, has it? And Valerenga are pressing for the equaliser. And they're maybe taking advantage of the fact that we are low in confidence at the moment. And it doesn't seem to take much to knock it. And that goal that we conceded before half-time has put a totally different dynamic on this game. But we are still in front. And if we can see this game through and manage to win, get another goal or 2 would be fantastic. Of course it would. But let's win the game. Let's get those 3 points on the board. And it will kick us off in this group stage. And hopefully it can give us a good state. Anyway, we're coming forward again now. Leslie Russo over on that far side. She's not going to quite get there. And it's gone behind. Is that a corner to Arsenal? Leslie working hard again to try to win something for Arsenal. She's won us a corner. Let's see. Or is it a throw? Oh, that is a corner. Frida Marnham's gone across to take it. The substitute needs a good ball. Leah Williamson's in there. Leah Cadena's in there. Leslie Russo's in there. Can we get the goal? In fact, Steph Catley's gone across as well. And Frida Marnham, are we going to play another short corner, or is Steph Catley going to deliver? She's got a good delivery on her use, hasn't she? In fact, she's going to, because Frida Marnham moves away. The cross comes into the 6-yard box, headed out though by Valerenga. And now it's with Mariona Caldente midway inside the Valerenga half. That pass comes back to her. Now she fires Emily Fox, chips the ball in towards the box. It's a good ball. Oh, just overhit. Looking for the run there of Frida Marnham, who was trying to get herself on the end of that ball. LG says, I think Valerenga knows we are kind of there for the taking. Credit to them. Actually, no, I agree. I think they've played well and they are taking advantage of the fact that we are very, very shaky. Candy says we need this win to boost the players' confidence. No, you're right, we do. Absolutely, we need the win. But we haven't quite got it yet, have we? We definitely need a third goal. That is what we do need. That may well settle us down in this game. We might well get it now. Frida Mano's coming forward. She needs a bit of support. She's got it with Mariano over on that far side. Frida goes, makes a run outside. The ball goes back instead to Emily Fox. And that's with Mariano again over on that far side. Now it's with Frida Mano. Whips across in. Letty Russo at the near post. Great defending again, actually, from Valerenga. You have to say they've given themselves a chance in this game by defending so well. They can't kick that ball in, though. Anna says, what's everyone's thoughts on Cadena? Well, I think she's great. Mistake tonight, of course, for the goal, but overall she's been pretty decent, hasn't she? Can't really criticise her too much. I think she's been very, very good. You know, definitely Van Domselaar plays it out to Leah Williams over on that far side, chips the ball forward, looking for the run in there of Caitlin Ford. The ball goes over the top. Frida's going to chase it, but it's going to run through to the goalkeeper. Takes no chances and just kicks it up this near side, and actually Valerenga managed to keep it in. LG says the West Ham away game will actually be a big test if you think about it. That's not going to be easy. No, it's not. We've had troubles there before. Cornish Gunner says Cadena is dodgy. I wouldn't say she's dodgy. She made a mistake tonight. I think she's been decent, actually. Overall, she's been pretty good. Postcards from Protest says Cadena's a quality player. I'll only get better. Yeah, no, I agree. I think she's decent. Yeah, obviously, that's a terrible mistake she made tonight, but that's what happens when you try and play it up in the back all the time. Anyway, one of the Valerenga players has gone down injured. Adekpi says Kim needs to come off for Kafaji. Well, maybe. Or maybe Kyra. Let's see what other substitutions there is going to be. We've already made 2. Anyway, it's a throw to Arsenal on this near side. Steph Catley, one of those substitutes, is going to take it. Throws it up the line. Looking for Frida Marnham. Valerenga defender just managed to clear it away, and it's headed on by Leia Cadena and Steph Catley. And now Arsenal trying to get the ball for it's flicked on there by Mario. It's come back to Mario now. She's got a little bit of space. Mario brings the ball forward. She's got Leslie Russo outside. Is she going to go herself? Is she through the middle? Tries a shot straight at the goalkeeper, though. Good play from Mario. Did open up for there in front of her, and she went for goal. She did have options there, and that's a foul there by Caitlin Ford. She's probably going to be a yellow card. And it is a yellow card. I think that's pretty obvious. Miss Pinkshot says Cadena playing better this half. And it says Rosa needs more play time. Well, yeah, she does. Emerson says she has her moments. One-on-one is her weakness, and going forward, she's good at set pieces. Yeah, no, I think she's doing all right. Greg says all our players are quality; they just need their confidence. But yeah, that is a fair point. I think they're all lacking in a little bit of confidence. Apart from Caitlin Ford, she doesn't seem to be lacking confidence, does she? At the moment, she gets the ball. She wants to make things happen. She's scoring goals. She's playing really well. LG says Cadena has been our best defender this season, but that's probably because she is the best of a bad bunch. That's not doing her any disservice. No, she has probably been our most consistent defender this season. But yeah, you're right. Not much competition in that particular area of the team, unfortunately. Anyway, Steph Catley now on this near side plays the ball in field to Leah Volti. Now it's up this near side to Caitlin Ford. Plays it into Steph Catley again. The 2 Australians linking up well on this near side as they tend to do. Steph Catley again plays it back in field to Leah Volti. Arsenal keeping possession but not really making much inroads towards that Valerenga goal. Leah Williams is going to try to now threads the ball through, but just runs away there from Leslie Russo. It's run through to the goalkeeper. We've played 68, nearly 69 minutes. It is Arsenal 2, Valerenga 1, and Arsenal kind of struggling to get this game over the line. Candice says, I agree with Greg. Once the players get back their confidence, this Arsenal team will be unstoppable. Well, I agree. I think if we can get a couple of little wins under our belt, maybe tonight, maybe on Sunday, and then, that might well be the thing, you're right, that turns it around. But let's see. Anyway, Valerenga coming forward now. They've got themselves into this game, and you have to say, I'm still not convinced we're going to win quite yet. We need that third goal. Are we going to get it now? That's good play there from Leslie Russo now. He's trying to come forward up this near side. Couldn't quite get there. Valerenga clear it away again, and that's with Leah Volti. And she plays it back to Leah Cadena. Ms. Pictor said, defenders are not poor. Leah and Steph coming back from injury, needs confidence back. No, I think you're right. They've just been playing poorly, I think was the point. They're not bad defenders. They're just not been playing very well, making mistakes. Terry says, I'd like to know where all our fight has gone from 2 seasons ago. Yeah, I agree. I don't know where it's gone. I don't know what's happened. We just don't look the same. Always just giving the ball away. It's Leah Cadena again. We were just praising. A shot comes in from distance, but Daphne's there and makes a comfortable save. And again, we're giving the ball away in dangerous areas, and it's creating some problems for ourselves. I mean, there's a attempt from long range there, but Daphne was never going to let that in. She saved it. Just had a quick look behind her just to see if it was going in or not. It probably was. So you needed to make the save, Daph. So well done. And Arsenal now looking to try to come forward again and get that 3rd goal, which you do feel would seal the deal in this game. And now Leslie Russo's coming forward up this near side. Frida Marnham coming forward over on this near side. Cuts inside. It's a good cross. Just too high for Leslie Russo there. Cornish Kudas. Hey, fair point, mate. Yep, that's another mistake she made, but trying to play it out from the back again. And that cross came in there, and it was just slightly too high for Leslie Russo. It was Frida Marnham's cross. And there's not much movement on the bench. Anyway, it is a goal kick for Valerenga. 20 minutes to play. And Arsenal clear it away, but not very far. And Valerenga have given it away now in midfield, and Arsenal looking to get the ball forward over on that far side. That's a good ball. Getting it slightly overhit though. Marianne's not going to get there. It goes back to the goalkeeper. And Valerenga defended pretty well tonight, but they've just given the ball away there. Emily Fox coming forward. Cornish Goodness says incoming penalty 2-2. No. Steph Catley now bringing it forward for Arsenal. It's going to be 3-1 in a minute. I can feel it. Getting forward now. Did get that 2nd goal. Seemed like a long time ago. Battling away well for the ball there. And she's won a free kick, Caitlin. Brilliant play from her there. Looked like she was going to give away a free kick for a second, but she battled her way back and actually won the free kick herself. Really good battle that was there between the 2 players. And in the end, Caitlin Ford won the free kick. Really good play from her. And it is on this near side and offering to get the ball into the box. It's Frida Marnham and Steph Catley over it. Got a feeling Frida might well take this. We've got 18 minutes to play. Arsenal need the 3rd goal just to settle everybody down. Anyway, it's a free kick on this near side. It is going to be Frida Marnham to deliver this ball. It's an opportunity to get the 3rd goal. Frida Marnham ball to the near post, and it wasn't convincing defending from Valerenga, but it was effective. And they've managed to clear the ball away. Steven says, I have a drunken menopausal girlfriend who thinks she's clever turning TV off, so I'm here. We're good that you're here, so thank you to your girlfriend for that. Candy says, another Arsenal goal incoming. I think it is. LG says, you think that if we get Walsh, then it may be time to get rid of either one of Volti or Little. As much as they are beloved figures, they'll have to leave at some point. Yeah, I think probably Kim Little will be in the first one. Nice William says, we need 3 more goals to be in second. Well, yeah, we did. Let's just win the game first, though, mate. Let's get the game won, then we can worry about if we're going to score a few more goals. It'd be nice to get a few more, wouldn't it? Anyway, we're coming forward now. Kim Little finds Steph Catley on the edge of the box. Think a cross in again, couldn't quite find Frida Marnham, and in the end, Valerenga just hoof it clear. But here, Williamson's got the ball now for Arsenal. Coming up towards the last 15 minutes here at the Emirates. It's not a very big crowd, but they're quite noisy getting behind the team. Are we going to see a big finish? We've got a big start. Can we get a big finish to this game? Seal these 3 points. And then we can look ahead to the weekend. Another important game, of course, in the WSL. away against West Ham. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now. Frida Minor whips the ball in towards the near post, and the goalkeeper's there. She's played well, actually, the Valerenga goalkeeper. She made a few good saves. That was Emily Fox's cross over on that far side. And Valerenga now trying to come forward themselves. I mean, they'd be delighted if they could find an equaliser, wouldn't they? What a result that would be for them. Anyway, ball up this near side. The flag stays down. Cadena's been caught out again, actually. And the cross comes in towards the far post. It's headed away by Emily Fox. And Arsenal hanging on a little bit at times in this second half. It's been quite nervy. And that's the problem when you are lacking in confidence and you're only 2-1 up. It does get nervy, doesn't it? And Arsenal give the ball away again. And the second half has not been great, has it? Let's be honest. It hasn't been great at all. Roland says, I'll see us scoring a third goal in the 80th minute. Well, it's only 5 minutes in 5 minutes' time, so let's see if you're right. Of course, our next game is away at Juventus, isn't it? After the international break. We need to go into that. I know it's home to Juventus, isn't it? I think. We need to go into that game with 3 points here, don't we? Otherwise, we're in big trouble in the group. We have to win this game. Nothing, I mean, no disrespect to Valerenga, they've played really well, but they are the weakest team in this group. And if you don't beat them at home, then you really are in trouble, aren't you? Clive says, Emily Fox is playing great for us. No, she's right. She's a very good player. Leah Williamson gives Emily Fox the ball, and she plays it up that far side, gets it back again. And Arsenal looking for the third goal. That would settle everybody down, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. As we move into the last 14 minutes, Frida Marlon finds Mariona on this near side. Arsenal trying to make use of the full width of the pitch. LG says, Jonas, take off your mask. We know it's you. Yeah, maybe it looks that way, doesn't it? It looks a very Jonas-like performance, but we knew it would because they've worked closely together, and there's no way Rene was going to come in and make loads of changes to things. So I'm not surprised. I was expecting it to be a very Jonas-like performance. And it is. Anyway, Stina Blackstenius is about to come on for Arsenal with 14 minutes to play. Good to see Stina. She's going to get the third goal. You can guarantee she will. Greg says, do you think playing at the Emirates is working against us as the away teams are up for playing? And no, I think, yeah, without a sellout crowd, a big crowd, it's almost a waste of time. Candy says a third goal would really settle me down. It'll settle us all down. Don't worry about that. It will settle us all down. And we'll probably get it now because Stina's about to come on. And I fancy Stina to get a goal in this game. Will she take off Leslie Russo or will she take off somebody else? Maybe Mariona and go for 2 up front. Let's wait and see. But Stina's about to come on next time the ball goes dead. But we're coming forward over on that far side. If it does go out for a throw, maybe this is going to be an opportunity to make that change. Let's see. Indeed it is. It may well be Caitlin Ford who's coming off. It is Caitlin Ford. Another good performance from her tonight. And as things stand, her goal is the one that's made the difference between the two teams. Didn't look as though it was going to be that important at the time it went in when we were 2-0 up. But it is. And Stina Blackstenius is coming on. Is she going to be the player to get that goal to seal this victory? We have got a throw over on that far side. Stina makes her way straight into the penalty area where she's most dangerous. And Arsenal now in possession over on that far side. We've played 78 minutes. This pink sock says Stina on. Indeed it is Stina on. And Valerenga can't get the ball away and Arsenal pushing forward again. This is good play. This is really good play. A shot comes in from distance, but it's over the top there. That was Emily Fox again. Already got one tonight. Looking for more. Terry says, why bring Stina on now? It's at least 20 minutes too late. Well, yeah, but Greg says, a positive substitution indeed. You got to get her on rather than not getting her on, I suppose. But yeah, I'd have brought her on 10 minutes ago. But it is what it is. As long as we win the game, that's all that matters, isn't it? Nice Williams says, please Arsenal score 2 more. Let's just get one more first. and then we'll see. Ultimately, let's just win the game first. That's what we want. But yeah, if we can get another goal or two, it will be happy days. Now Steena's on, we seem to have more chance of doing that. We're just giving the ball away again. There's Emily Fox that time. And we've created a lot of problems for ourselves tonight, haven't we? And if Valerenga score here, it would have been our own fault again because we did give the ball away. It's Thompson, the captain, now looking to bring the ball forward up this near side, just on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. Good tackle, though, that was there from Steph Catley. And now Leslie Russo plays the ball over the top, looking for the run of Stina Blackstenius, but she's offside. Again, you see the ball not coming through quickly enough for her. She's already made the run, and Russo's holding the ball. I mean, okay, sometimes Stina's got to just watch her run a little bit more. I mean, that was quite tight, actually. She was just offside. It was quite a tight one. And she would have been in there, Stina, had that ball maybe come a second earlier. Anyway, it's a free kick to Valerenga, just inside their own half. Now we're into the last 10 minutes now here at the Emirates. Arsenal 2, Valerenga 1. Terry says, if Stina scores, does it mean she's not crap anymore? No one thinks she's crap, I don't think. Yeah, it's a goal kick to Arsenal, which Leia Cadena is going to take. I'm not quite sure why Daphne Van Domselaar doesn't want to kick the ball. Candy says, Stina have to watch her run. Yeah, she needs to watch her run a little bit, but if the ball's played to her a bit earlier, she just wants to try and get in behind, doesn't she? Anyway, Leslie Russo there's Stina's actually held the ball up well there. Now it's played back through to Stina. Can she get it? Not quite. Good defending again from Valerenga. And that was good link-up play on the edge of the penalty area there. It's a throw to Arsenal over on the far side. 9 minutes left here at the Emirates. Arsenal 2, Valerenga 1. It's been a very, very nervy second half, hasn't it? Really nervy. We haven't managed to get that clinching third goal. Leah Volti plays it back to Leia Cadena, and that's Leah Volti again. Plays it forward to Leslie Russo, holds it up, gets it back to Leah Volti. Now plays it back to Leia Cadena, and she's going to get it back to Daphne Van Domselaar, and Arsenal trying to keep possession. Leah Williamson over on that far side. Plays a long ball up that near side, headed away. Kim Little wins the second ball in midfield, and now it's bounced well here for Leslie Russo. Stina's made a good run if Leslie can find her, but she takes too long and has the ball taken off her. She thought it was a foul. I don't think it was. She just took far too long to make a decision there, Leslie Russo. All she had to do was just roll that ball through. Javier said, called it 2-1 final. You did, but it isn't final whistle yet, my friend. There's still 8 minutes to play. Plenty of time for more goals. Plenty of time for more goals. Anyway, let's see what happens. Hopefully it'll be Arsenal to get the goals and not Valerenga. Anyway, Kim Little steps in. Plays the ball forward for Frida Marlon. Played it into Russo. This must be the moment. Oh, good save again by the goalkeeper, but they've given it away. Frida's in. Another good save. Incredible stuff. In fact, I think that Stina with that second effort. It was a good save initially, actually, by the goalkeeper. She did really well. 2 good saves there. I think it was Frida with a second effort. LG says, Barca is beating Hammarby 7-0 at home. That's the difference. What the difference between playing a team that's not very good. Anyway, Steph Catley now coming forward, finds Leslie Russo on this near side. Arsenal probing for that third goal. Didn't Barcelona lose to Man City last week? Leah Williamson chips the ball towards the edge of the penalty area, and still Arsenal in possession. Leslie Russo on this near side. Can she go around the outside and get a cross in? She's done well, but again she runs into trouble. Good defending again. Chad says opponent goalkeeper making great saves. No, she has. She's had a really good game. You're right. We could easily have scored 4 or 5 goals in this game. In the end, you know, we've come up against a great goalkeeper. And sometimes you have to hold your hands up and say, you know, fair enough. Anyway, Leia Cadena has just been given a yellow card. And there's another substitution for Valerenga. It's Arneson's coming on. And Vicious is going off. They're throwing another attacker on. They still think they can get something from this game. And of course they can, because it's only 2-1. Anna says, at least we have won this one, hopefully. Well, hopefully, yes. Adeki says, I don't understand Kim. Well, she's just getting a little bit old now, maybe. Oh, that's a poor back pass. Is Stina going to get there? Not quite. The goal kick was out quickly, cleared it away. She's probably been the player to match the Valerenga goalkeeper tonight. And Arsenal still can't get that third goal, but Leslie Russo now tries to thread the ball through to Frida Marnham. She's done well. Is she going to be able to get a shot away? Stina inside the box, plays it all the way across to the far post. It must be the third goal. It is the third goal. It's Mariona Caldente, Stina with the assist. And that seals it for Arsenal. Finally, 5 minutes to play, and we can finally relax. And that was really good play, actually, from Arsenal. It was lovely ball threaded through initially. Frida Marnham did well. She found Stina. Stina looked up, saw the run of Mariona Caldente, and that's a great finish. And Frida and Stina's link up again was crucial in that goal. And that's great play from Stina there. What vision that was to pick her out. And a beautiful finish by Mariona. Chan says 4-1 incoming. Finally, says postcards from protest. The Pink Sock says goal. Nice. William says goal indeed. Miss Pink Sock says Super Mario. Caldente had the Barca scoreline. I took that personally. Anyway, Stina now might take this personally. She's going to go on her own as she goes around the outside. Can she get a shot away? She does. It's a good save. Oh, she's hit the bar again for the second game running. Stina Blackstone is so unlucky. And now it's a free kick. And Candy says, yes, I can breathe now. Well, we nearly breathed it easier again now. Again, Stina's played through it. If you give her the right service, she's going to be dangerous. And that was lovely play. The initial shot wasn't that great, but it forced a save. And then the rebound, she tried to chip it over the keeper who was on the floor. She managed to get it over the top of her, but it's hit the crossbar. And twice in 2 games, Stina's hit the woodwork. Wow. And Miss Pinksock says, Stina after work again. Yeah, twice in a row. And now after we've got the third goal, we might be able to relax. And we may well get a fourth goal in these last 4 or 5 minutes that remain. Anyway, Russo kicks the ball in on this near side. Postcards from protest said, Stina knew we were talking about it. Yeah, maybe she did. You think she would have scored though, wouldn't you? You thought she would have scored if she'd been listening to us. Anyway, it's now Valerenga coming forward. Cross comes in, but Daphne's there. Safe hands from the Arsenal goalkeeper. Well, that wasn't a very good clearance, actually. It seemed to hit an Arsenal player, but Stina's come in and got that. She's played well since she's come on, Stina. We knew she would. Of course we did. Ange says, yes, indeed. LG says, imagine if we had Atana in this team. My God, maybe that's what we're missing. Well, you can't get too many great players, can you? Anyway, we've got Mariona, and she's just scored her third goal of the season. All 3 of them have come in the Champions League. And that kind of maybe sums up why we brought her in. And it's an important goal tonight as well. Now, Leslie Russo has been playing off this left-hand side most of this last period of the game since Stina's come on. Oh, Frida Marnham tried to give it back to Leslie Russo, but the ball was cut out. And Valerenga tried to bring it clear. They've played well, Valerenga, but they're just giving the ball away again. Terry says, Stina to score on 60, so chat is down to you. Anna says, bring Viv back. No, don't bring Viv back. Never go back. We want to move forward. Oh, this is a good run, actually, from Thompson. She's done that a couple of times on this near side. And now Valerenga coming forward. LG says, let's just buy the whole Barca team. Well, that would be one thing, wouldn't it? Anyway, Thompson's done well again, but that's good defending from Steph Catley again, actually. She's done well. The substitutes have all done well, actually, tonight. And made a difference in this game. Anyway, the cross comes in. It's hit Mariona Caldente, who did get, of course, that third goal. Such an important third goal as well. And it's going to bring Arsenal 3 points, you feel, barring some late catastrophe here. It is Valerenga in possession, but they would need 2 goals to stop Arsenal winning this game now. We're into the last minute and a half of normal time. There'll be a bit of stoppage time. And Anna says, I bet for one more goal. Yeah, one more goal would be nice, wouldn't it? But let's see. We have certainly had some chances, haven't we? LG says, Kim will be 35 at the start of next season. Let that sink in. Yeah, exactly. Time is up nearly for her. And yeah, shot comes in from Valerenga, but it's deflected past the post. It's going to be a corner, though, in the last minute for Valerenga, last minute of normal time for Valerenga. And Arsenal need to defend this, because we don't really want to concede a goal now and then be sort of hanging on for the last few minutes of stoppage time. It is a corner, though, to Valerenga on this near side. We know how poor we've been at defending corners. Greg says perhaps we should start the team as it is now. Well, maybe, yeah, maybe that's what we need to do. Anyway, let's see if we can defend this corner first. Corner comes in. It's not really convincingly cleared. Falls to the edge of the box, and Valerenga try and put the ball back in again. They have managed to keep possession over on that far side, but there's an offside flag up. It's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. And it says, Kim has been mint over the years. I'll be sad to see our captain go. No, I think we all will, but time catches up with everybody, doesn't it? We're into stoppage time. Not quite sure how long there's going to be. We're just about to find out. The fourth official is about to put up the ball. In fact, Lena Hurtig and Katie Reid are both going to come on for Arsenal as well in whatever stoppage time it is remaining. In fact, we're going to get the substitutions first. And there's a flurry of substitutions for both teams. I think some of the Valerenga players are just going to get on to experience the Emirates atmosphere. Adeki says there, Kim can be on the bench. Yeah, maybe you're right. LG says we need an extra goal to push our goal difference to 0. Well, yeah, that would be true, actually, following that. Obviously, we lost by 3 goals, didn't we, last week? A couple of substitutions there. The goal scorer of their goal, Spenden's gone off, and Lindwall's coming on. And for Arsenal, Lena Hurtig is about to come on, and Katie Reid as well. And not sure how much stoppage time there is, but we haven't played any of it yet, even though we've played 1 minute over the 90. And there's another substitution for Valerenga. So they've made, was that 3 substitutions in a row there? Sesse's coming on for them. Maura Sesse. And Lena Hurtig coming on for Leah Volti. Good to see Hurtig back in action again. And I think Leia Cadena's coming off for Katie Reid. In fact, it is Leia Cadena coming off for Katie Reid, getting Champions League group stage debut for Katie, of course, just signed that first professional contract. So some nice late substitutions. How much stoppage time did they signal? Because although we've played 2 minutes over the 90, we haven't actually played any football because we made all them substitutions. But there was going to be 2 minutes of stoppage time. So there's going to be 2 more. So we played 4 minutes of stoppage time in total. But because we didn't have any football for 2 minutes. You know, Arsenal very, very close to the 3 points now. That was so important. We just need to see these last couple of minutes out, and it'll be a good win in the end against a hard-working Valerenga side that showed some quality. You know, we've got some space here. It's going to be is it going to be a 4th goal? Leslie Russo's in, and she slots it in. It is a 4th goal at the death. Leslie Russo's with it. Finally, Leslie gets herself a goal. And we've sealed it late on tonight. It's took a long time to really get those goals that we needed to seal it all, but we've got them. Greg says, go on, Katie, playing alongside her hero. Exactly, yeah. And that was a lovely ball from Mariona Caldente and through the goalkeeper's legs from Leslie Russo. And that's a good finish. And it makes the scoreline look a lot better, doesn't it? Candy says, Russo. Indeed, it is Russo. Anna says Russo, yes. Chan says, told you 4-1. Indeed, you did. Miss Pinksot says, Leslie Russo. Yeah, brilliant stuff. Terry says, so don't forget another great stream from you tonight, Richard. Have a good one Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and any others during the week. I'll see you all on Friday the 25th. Good stuff, my friend. Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your holiday. Also coming forward again. Oh, we're going to get a fifth goal. This is Lena Hurtig. Wouldn't it be nice for her to get one? She tried to go. Oh, she's going to go all the way, is she? Lena Hurtig. Oh, that would have been incredible. The goalkeeper's come out and made the save. Lena Hurtig there did well, and I think that might be the final action of this game. It is. Arsenal have got the 3 points. We made hard work of it in the second half, you have to say, but we've got the job done. It has finished there at the Emirates. Arsenal 4, Valerenga 1, and that will do nicely. Yes, we had moments there. We had some problems, but ultimately we got the job done. We got off to the perfect start, a goal in the first couple of minutes. It was Emily Fox with her first goal for the club. Leslie Russo's shot was blocked and she was there to finish it off. Caitlin Ford made it 2-0. It was a Beth Mead shot that was saved and Caitlin was there to make it 2-0. At that point, we looked well in control of the game, but we made a daft mistake before half-time. Leia Cadena trying to play it out from the back, lost the ball, and Valerenga pulled one back. They had a couple of chances to make it 2-2 as well in that second half, and Arsenal looked a bit nervy for a while, but the substitutes came on and made a big difference, and in the end, it was 2 late goals. It was Mariona Caldente, 5 minutes to play, for a great assist from Stina Blackstenius, and then Russo from Mariona's assist finally got a goal right at the end, virtually the last kick of the game to make it 4-1. Fully deserved victory it is for Arsenal tonight, and we have won 4-1. So we have got our goal difference back to 0. We've got our 3 points on the board, and hopefully we can now build on this going into a big weekend. Rajendra says nearly another goal. It was nearly another couple of goals, wasn't it? Candy says, great commentary indeed. Thank you. No problem at all. Thank you for joining us. Maureen says, Marnham and Stina know how to connect. They do, yeah. Stephen says, great commentary, mate. Good win indeed. Good win indeed. It was, yeah, you're right. It was a good win. And thank you guys for watching. Postcards from Protest says, great result indeed it is. Roland says, Russo indeed. Russo it was. And yes, obviously it's a good result in the end. Roland says, so happy for Russo and Caldente who both scored tonight indeed. Grot says, hi again. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. And yeah, we got the job done. Okay, you know, there's issues there still in the team. Confidence is low. We're still making some very, very poor mistakes, but ultimately we've got the victory that we needed. And in the end, it looks convincing, doesn't it? 4-1. It wasn't maybe as convincing as it looked for most of that game. Valerenga played well. They gave everything. They caused us some problems, but we've got the job done. And you know, ultimately, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Winning and moving on to the next one. Postcards and Protest says, next up, the Hammers. Bad memories from last season. Losing away at West Ham was the start of a bad run of form. A win at the weekend will be good for lots of reasons. Absolutely, yeah. It wasn't a tough game last season. We've generally had a few struggles at West Ham, haven't we? It's never an easy game, so we need to go there on Sunday and get the win. Grot says, so happy to see Hurtig back on the pitch. Yes, it was great to see her back, and she nearly got a fantastic goal at the end, didn't she, as well? That would have been amazing. Postcards for our Protest says, thank you for great commentary and banter. No, thank you for your comments as well. Brilliant. Nick says, they're back to winning ways, learn the lessons and march on indeed. Chan says, great start for new coach. Yeah, it is. I don't know how long she's going to be here for, but win's a win and we'll take it. Terry says, Greg, I'm relying on you to keep the high standards of the Friday night show. I'm sure Greg will definitely be a good stand-in for you, Terry. I'll say enjoy your holiday, my friend. We'll see you very soon. So, yeah, Arsenal obviously got the job done in the end. They put us through it, but where's the fun in winning 9-0? Where's the fun in that? No fun at all, is it? You're far better off having problems and having to overcome difficulties and, you know, hanging on 2-1, looks like you're going to drop points and stuff like that, you know. It's much more fun, isn't it? And then getting 2 late goals to see it. It's more fun than winning that 9-0, isn't it? Let's be honest. Roland says, great win for Arsenal tonight. Let's beat West Ham. We can indeed, yeah, we need to keep going. We need to keep beating everybody. Because we can't afford any more defeats, can we? LG says 1-9 win away versus West Ham in September 2020. Yeah, well, that'd be nice. Yeah, I can't see that happening again. Didn't we get a couple of hat tricks in that game? Oh, Raul got did someone else get a hat trick as well? Caitlin Ford, maybe, I can't remember. Anyway, Grot says Lundberg and Bergkamp stepping in as replacement for Jonas. Well, Lundberg stepped up before, isn't he? Miss Pinktot says, well done, Gunners. Let's smash West Ham next. Yeah, let's win that game. Absolutely. Greg says a positive result, a good confidence builder. Another 4 against West Ham, and we're back. Indeed, yeah. let's win that game. That's what we need to do, and get on a run now, don't we? You know, we've had a difficult week or so. There's been big changes at the club, but we've come away with a big victory tonight, and important victory as well. And yeah, let's build that. Let's take that into the weekend, because we need another big victory, don't we? We need another win on Sunday. But before that, there's loads more great stuff coming up here on the channel. We've got, of course, on Friday is the Arsenal Women's Show, the proper one of the week with all the guys. We're going to look back on what's been a mad week at the club, and we're going to look at, of course, the West Ham game as well. So join us for that 7:45 on Friday. Saturday, 5:15 is the Premier League back. Arsenal away at Bournemouth for the men. We'll be here for that one as well. So join me for that. And of course, Sunday, the Arsenal women away at West Ham kicks off at 3 o'clock. We'll be at 2:45. We're looking forward to that. Roland says, great commentary, bro. Let's smash West Ham at weekend. Indeed, let's smash them. Absolutely right. Miss Pinksot says, thanks for the commentary. Catch you on the next match. Indeed, we'll catch you soon. Miss Pinksot, thanks again for joining us. Grot says, Youngberg, that's the best I can think of how to write down, how to pronounce. Oh, Ljungberg. Oh, right. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, of course, Freddie Ljungberg, absolute legend at Arsenal. So, yes, we did it tonight. Relief all round. And I think that's the main feeling is relief, I think, for most of us, isn't it, after that? Terry says, to be honest, I hated it when we used to win the Prem and all the cups and the girls winning everything. But, yeah, there's no fun, is there? It's nice to go through some. Plus, as well, you know, I think you appreciate the good times more when you've had to endure some bad times. So, you know, if we bounce back from all this and win some big trophies, it'll be much better, won't it? Having had some difficult moments on the way. So we look forward to all of that stuff coming, I'm sure. But let's take it one game at a time. Let's not get carried away. Let's beat West Ham on Sunday, move forward and keep going. LG says, we all got 3, Viv 2, Mead, Little, Williamson and Ford got 1 each. Right, yeah, I'm sure it was one game when Rawd and Ford both got a hat-trick in the same game, I seem to remember, but maybe not. But no, I do remember that West Ham win. That was good. Wabanzi said they're nice one, Arsenal. Still need for improvement, but I think it's because the new coach still needs to adapt. Yeah, but I don't think she's going to get a lot of time. I mean, she's been at the club over a year, so it's not like she doesn't know the players. I just think she's not really going to get many games. It's just this game, probably Sunday, and that'll be it. And then we'll get a new manager in. But let's see. You know, perfect start for her, isn't it? 4-1. Some nice goals in that game as well. Good to see Mariona and Leslie Russo both on the score sheet. Caitlin Ford as well. Plus, of course, Emily Fox's first Arsenal goal. So, yeah, good victory in the end. We enjoyed it. We'll take it. We went through the ringer a little bit, didn't we, with the nerves and stuff like that. But it's all about the result. So the new era after Jonas Eisbel has begun with a victory in the Champions League. An important victory. Yes, there's things to work on. We know that it wasn't the perfect performance by any means, but doesn't matter. We've got the 3 points. It's a 3-goal deficit as well, which means that we're now level on goal difference in the group, which could be important. You know, we play Juventus next. That's a massive game. They've got 3 points. We've got 3 points, and I think they've got a minus goal difference, so we're slightly ahead of them, aren't we? Roland says Jonas had to leave as the game versus Everton. The women's side was awful. We had all the possession but couldn't do anything with it. No, you're right, we did, but he's gone now. Greg says at least something positive to talk about on Friday. Indeed, yeah, there's always some positives, mate, always. Maury says, and they've been criticising her since. So, well, yeah, exactly. Terry says, a win is a win. Let's hope the girls keep it up. Indeed. And I say, yeah, there's things to improve. Of course there is. You don't go through a bad run and it all disappears and suddenly you're brilliant straight away. It takes time, doesn't it? And it's going to take time. And I'm sure we'll get there. And hopefully this is the first step in the right direction, isn't it? It's the first step to doing that. 170 Galler says Black Stennis has to start there. Yep, I agree. I'd love to see a start on Sunday. Rose says a draw versus Everton made Arsenal low on confidence, and then the 2 defeats were the nail in the coffin. Yeah, they probably were. Yeah, got any game on Sunday? Yeah, it is. It's the West Ham game Sunday. It's 3 o'clock kickoff UK time. Join us for that if you can. It's going to be good. We're going to beat West Ham, aren't we? Surely not after last year's disaster there. We're going to turn that round and we're going to win that game. So it's going to be good. Glenn says, yeah, we need someone to be permanently offside. Well, if they pass the ball to her quicker, she won't be permanently offside, will she? And she did set up a goal today and hit the bar. LG says ties in the Champions League are decided on head-to-head. Even if we end up level with Bayern, I don't see us matching the 5-2. Yeah, but if we come second, well, we'll take that, won't we? Greg says, what do you think about Sunday, Terry? 5-1, does that sound about right? Yeah, if you're still with us, Terry, give us your score prediction for Sunday. We'll add it into the show on Friday for you because you're going to miss it. But yeah, let's enjoy a nice victory because we haven't had one for a while. Grot says, cool, will be a nice birthday present. Oh, it's your birthday Sunday, so you'll have to join us on Sunday. We'll sing happy birthday to you, my friend. So that'll be good. So we look forward to that. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to have a victory to enjoy after the tough week that we've had. It feels like a long time since we've won a game, doesn't it? It's probably not that long, actually, but it feels like a long time. So it's nice to get a win, isn't it? Terry says, Greg, that'll be a great start. 100% with you on that. Yeah, indeed. So that's it tonight then, guys. Thank you very much to everybody for watching. Quite a lot of views on tonight. So thank you, everybody. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. Please give us a like as well before you go. It all helps the channel. And hopefully you'll join us again on Friday at 7:45 for the Arsenal Women's Show. We've got a lot to talk about. And as Greg rightly says, we've got some positives to talk about as well now. It was looking like a bit gloomy, wasn't it, after the week we'd had? But it's looking a little bit better now. So we will join us on that on Friday, and of course both games at the weekend. The men's game 5:30 on Saturday, the women's game 3:00 Sunday. Join us for all of that. Like and share and subscribe, of course. Grot says, take care, folks. Sweet dreams. And yourself, my friend. We will check in with you again on Sunday on your birthday, which is going to be good. Greg says, thanks for a great show and have a good break, Terry. Indeed, yeah. Let's all say goodbye to Terry. Enjoy his holiday. He's going to be away for a week and a bit. So he's going to miss a few shows, but we'll be thinking of Terry, won't we, when we're here? And I'm sure he'll be thinking of us as well while he's out there in the sunshine, while it's raining here and whatever. So, but it's going to be good. So yeah, that's that. Arsenal got the victory in the end. We went through the ringer a little bit. We had some nerves, but we got there, and that's the main thing, isn't it? Terry says, Richard, Greg, all in the chat, hit that like before you go. See you next week. Come on, you go, girls. Indeed, hit the like before you go. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Thanks for all your comments. Wow, so many comments tonight. If I missed anyone's comments, it wasn't on purpose. There were just so many of them. I could have missed one or two. I like to try and read them all out if I can, because you guys have taken the effort to contribute to the show. Corey Schooner says, cheers, and yourself, my friend. Good to see you. I'm sure we'll see you very soon. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. I've got the job done. We're happy enough with that. We'll take it, won't we? We move on to the weekend. Don't forget Friday, the women's show, 7:45. That is going to be a big show with some big guests. It's going to be great. So join us for that. We finished there, Arsenal 4, Valerenga 1. We've got our Champions League campaign up and running. New manager Rene's got a victory in her first game. Will she get a few more now on the back of that? Who knows? Let's look forward to the weekend. It's going to be good. See you soon, guys. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. Come on, you guys. Let's do it. See you soon, guys.